bag 3. Okay, that's what I need to do.
Will we be graced with Her Majesty the Princess here?
I was told that she's in the middle of something.
Will there be singing then?
Probably.
Maybe. So in that case, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You surrogated last time. Who's got a surrogate ready? Alright, so you surrogated last time, so we'll surrogate this way this time.
Yay!
Just to be fair on surrogates. What is your surrogate's name?
Tarhun.
Tarhung.
Does he talk in an Oriental accent?
Could you roll Tarhung into initiative order?
Not yet.
That's not
I will do
Tarhun.
that second.
Was making a joke off the Jew thing.
Bro, his character's list is about to be the hateful eight. I'm calling
You
it
could be
right
your
now.
god.
He's already got the cowboy and the Asian.
David, if you wanted to make a joke off the Jew thing, you'd be the guy, right?
Yeah, what's up?
Trying to make Jew jokes again. You're not winning anything.
Can you put these somewhere else?
One? Because I could, it's like,
I have nowhere else to put them.
How do you spell
if you don't need one right now, I could put it on the back burner.
How do you spell the name?
Tarhun.
Tarhun.
Jeremy Soup?
We don't serve your kind!
Watch
We ain't doing this shit again.
Watch that be like a link.
I mean, here's the thing. We don't serve anyone
Oh,
here.
you did come.
God damn it, it's
Damn
that
it!
one!
I wanted to use my surrogate tonight.
Dude, I'll go away. I'm stuck.
No!
Hello.
2 people.
Oh no.
Yes, tons.
Steve's back.
Oh god, I'm back.
Sit next to Ray.
Please, no one else wants to.
You bastard.
Give me a second,
Allison,
I'll
this
tell
is
you.
Steve. Steve, Allison.
You gotta step back into the view of the...
Oh,
hi. Hi,
My
all.
hand? Yeah, my hand's there.
Hello. I can't give
I'm
Charlie
probably
so
not
I
the
gotta
right
give
you
Charlie
look
a
like,
ride
because
home.
I just really saw pants and a shirt.
Yeah, you're gonna
but
have to dip down a little.
You didn't empty it out!
Hi.
Empty it out first.
No.
Empty what?
Yes. Yes.
I had some.
No, I didn't get a
My
hug.
guys have gone away.
I don't
Steve, you
remember
have
getting a
a
hug when I got here, so
Yeah.
I feel like I need one.
Now can I have your dice?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll bring them back.
Nice.
You have everything ready but the name.
Everything ready, but my character doesn't want to release her name yet.
Alright, so for
I'm not happy with this scenario.
What?
Not knowing your name.
Oh.
alright, so for my sake, what am I calling your character?
Yes, Steve. What are you calling the
Quick,
character?
text it to Mike.
Well, yeah, but he's gonna say it out loud anyway.
He's gonna put it on the live stream.
That's true. That's true.
Player unknown.
Player unknown battlegrounds.
Player 1. Fight.
Yeah, let's go player 1.
Ryu, got it.
What are you talking about? You always get
Alright,
all set.
Tarun. Well, actually no, because now I have player 1.
Steven, I need your book.
He has it. You can have mine.
Have that. Okay.
Use Steve's. Use
This is
Steve's.
the first time I've ever seen like 1,000 player handbooks being
I thought you were showing me.
presented.
Literally.
Oh, it's her hair.
Oh,
Her
that's.
crown.
It took me a second to really think of the dragon. Like, what?
Okay, so
Thank you.
for those of you who didn't hear, this is my formal apology, but because this is a playtest, these kind of things will happen.
Playtest like he's never done D&D before.
Well, I've never done this particular
Adventure.
thing before. The damage that you guys were taking by fire breaths last time was about double of what it should have been. So that has been corrected for all future incarnations of that kind of thing.
Wait, how much XP did I get for top one again? 49
you
or
got
48?
49.
He's playing a new video game called View.
Ryu. Initiative.
Athena, so I don't have advantage.
Whose book is this?
That one is his.
8.
No, that's
8.
his.
They'll find their way back. I'll just put it here. They'll find their way back eventually.
So just as a little progressive on this, you have found your way into a town called Galmora. It's a frontier town in the Kingdom of Tantagele. It's being ransacked by these red-scaled lizard creatures that happen to breathe fire.
Oh boy. People? Hey, I don't know what life
You have seen a group of people that are trying to put out fires and are getting attacked at the same time. Everybody who is fleeing these creatures is fleeing into the center keep,
Okay.
or the center fort, I should say.
So the first thing my character is going to do is going to help the people go into the keep.
All
Try
right,
and
you're
fight off what
going to see some other people in the keep who are resting after a harrowing experience out in the town, putting out fires.
Shaking my fist at God, going, "You motherfucker!"
I always have I need to just,
So far, 3 fires have been put out.
Hi.
It is the next day.
Oh boy.
You guys took a long rest. You guys have full spell points, spell slots, health.
Hell,
None of us have leveled up at all.
not melted.
Wait, are you with us now?
Maybe.
Welcome, traveler. Are we still
I'll
in
end
doing
you.
this?
I will end you if you keep that up.
What's happening? What's going on?
He
He's about to have to make. He's about to have to make another check.
He-
Save.
Oh,
Wisdom
He
saving
Ian.
suddenly
throw.
decided that his character was a cowboy, as well as, what is it, an elf?
You know,
Cowboy elf?
Ian,
Fighter elf.
what is your character's name?
Inorlas.
Welcome, travelers.
what was that?
Roll into initiative.
Father of Superman.
What cow L?
He said
19.
something. He said
19?
Kal-El something something.
Yep.
Okay. So, couple things. Did anybody decide if they were taking a faction yet?
Yes,
What was your faction again?
the one that's not his.
There's like
There
50
are
other.
2 of those.
No, the wizard one.
Okay. All right. So a little bit of background on the consortium. The consortium has only a slight interest in the region. However, the reports of a species of reptile-like humanoids has for the moment given the organization a reason to explore the area, if for no other reason than to study the creatures. You would know, this is all stuff that you would know. They have sent Takrisha Adderback, a Tiefling sorceress, to launch an expedition into the wilderness for this reason. Takrisha is a shrewd and suspicious woman who is known in the consortium for a short fuse and a long burn. She approaches her tasks with a single-minded fury that few can withstand for long, though her penchant for results and strong financial backing of the consortium means that to her, money is no object, as long as it is spent on success. Success, in her mind, is the result of complete focus on the task at hand, and any distraction is not worth her time or money.
Well, I'm a noble by birth, and
Yes.
the people love me for my generosity and
I have never played a Barbarian.
kindness.
I'm just letting you know what your contact is.
Okay.
You were the Trade Federation.
Oh, that's right. You went to Puerto Rico.
Trade Federation operates in every major city of Tantagele and is headquartered in the capital city. The organization's main goal is to control trade throughout New Galenia
Do they sell slaves?
by offering
He's got his priorities.
member merchants a degree of safety and security in conducting business, insurance in the form of monetary reimbursement, and armed transport of commodities against raiding by bandits, natural disasters, monstrous encounters, assuming, of course, that other members will corroborate that a threat exists.
I didn't get the time to print one down. So.
Fair competition through price management of goods and services. It is able to provide all of these benefits through a weekly membership fee based on the gross income of the merchant. Members, this is especially important to you, can utilize a Trade Federation warehouse, which is guarded by the organization's private military, to store goods for 5 gold a day. In Galmora, the Trade Federation has a fair hold on local merchants, however it would prefer a larger stake. As a frontier town, many explorers and treasure hunters tend to pass through looking to gain
I'll be right back.
fame and fortune and purchase supplies. More merchants signing up under the Trade Federation's banner, and more of the market the organization can secure for itself, the better for it. Though local pride and an already competitive environment due to the influx of travelers has kept the organization's growth in check.
I'm neutral good.
The organization's ace in the hole is the long-standing mayor of Galmora, Arnold Lastern, a former merchant and still active member. Lastern's uncanny ability to quote-unquote close the deal is nearly legendary, and the Trade Federation relies upon him to convince the locals one by one to join. Is there any other factions anybody was interested in? Royal Army, Rogues?
The boy probably wants to join an army. He's a fighter.
Order of Mikrael?
Anybody? Anybody? No? You sure?
Not this character.
Okay. Anyway, so you guys were conscripted to put out fires, save the people, stop the bandits,
Stop dying.
Oh yeah.
stop dying.
My person's one of the gargoyle people, if that matters.
It would have mattered earlier, but it doesn't matter at the moment.
Okay.
My wizard is a fallen.
We have a few of the gargoyles in the group.
Okay.
I'm waiting for mine to turn to stone when the sun comes out and break free like a cartoon.
So what are we
hero.
doing?
Was it,
Gargoyles. Cartoon sheet. So,
Where are we
Was
just like, where are we technically right now?
Right now, you're in the central fort,
we're in the spa. At least I think I am.
where you met the general, or the commander of the fort, who gave you the quest to go out and put out fires and such.
Can we talk to him again? Tell him to put out fires and such?
He's not available at the moment.
Who is underneath that gentleman?
Some woman.
For right now, he doesn't have a
That was uncalled for. I know.
direct underling or under supervisor.
Maybe I have threats. It just that comment. I don't know why.
There are a whole bunch of clerics and other soldiers that are kind of guarding the gates at the moment. But
I'll
they're
talk to them.
sure you can talk to them. They're a little busy tending to the burned and beaten.
You're gonna help out take out the fires.
What did you want to talk to them about?
Just see if there's anything else we can do. If they want us to do something else, or
They're just saying, do what Commander Tarnas says, and help out in that sense. Try to save the town as much as possible.
Okey-dokey.
I just want to say one thing.
No.
Yeah, dude. What are you doing here?
I'm gonna make a
Wizards. What is it? Wisdom? Wisdom saving throw?
Who?
Nothing.
What?
Not yet. Soon.
So, fires?
Do me a favor. Fires.
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 Check his bubble pick.
Survival.
Survival.
Everybody.
Well,
Uh-oh.
we'll do one at a time.
Okay, good. That was bad.
Okay, starting with you.
Could you grab me like a jacket or a blanket? Cold in here.
Fire increases.
So everybody is pretty much just jumping at the fires.
Yes.
David's jumping on the fire.
Okay, so I'm going to start from initiative order.
Why do you start like this?
Varys,
I know no other way.
you don't have to try to put out the fire.
I'm putting out the fire.
You can do other things while this is going on.
I can
Each
go
roll represents an hour of time.
dance to Jake.
Over 20.
Over 20.
So like the town's on fire?
There's different buildings in the town that are on fire.
Survival.
And there's these lizard people running around, and they want to kill us.
Inorlas.
I'll help put out the fires.
Isn't it
12.
fun when we all work
12.
Fire increases.
We have been working together.
together? I said it's fun. Then we were working together.
That's on your survival check?
Yes.
The fire did not decrease.
Oh no.
Are we throwing water on the fire?
We are throwing water on the fires.
I was just
I was gonna try to throw water on the fire.
Dissanon. Are you? Good.
The like merchant area, is that on fire as well?
There's all sorts of different buildings on fire.
Alright, fire. That's an 8.
That's an 8. It does not decrease.
She's counting.
I got a 19.
You got a 19.
Did you get
Shine?
14?
14. Unfortunately, that building has burnt down.
What have you done?
From behind said building, you can see kind of through the fires. There are 6 creatures milling about.
bad creatures?
We can't tell.
They seem like they're searching for something.
Good creatures.
Not necessarily.
Dead bodies, meat.
Oh no, they definitely look like the same things that were attacking you before.
Lizards.
But they have not noticed you yet.
Walk the fuck away. Sacred flame.
Gonna talk to it.
It didn't notice us. Why are you going to attack it?
Because it would be a bonus attack round?
I wouldn't.
You do have the element of surprise.
Well, this one thinks the fires are just going to keep getting worse if we don't kill them.
Maybe they're looking for something, and if we figure out what they're looking for, they'll stop hoarding the town and killing the town.
I don't think
I'm
there's...
gonna talk to it.
Wouldn't they come after us then if we had the said item that they're looking for?
We don't even know what language it speaks.
We could punch one of them enough until one of them is unconscious and tie him up.
Technically,
and
we
see
don't
what
agree
they're
with her
looking
idea.
for.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That would mean attacking them.
You want to torture them, and we don't even know what they
No,
want.
not torture. Not torture.
No, just, I mean, there's other
Interrogate.
ways than torture.
We can interrogate them nicely. With like
I
rainbow.
thought you were good.
I am. Lawful.
You don't sound it.
Does anyone have like
I'm
charm
neutral
person
good.
or something?
Neutral good doesn't mean neutral nice.
Anybody hear that question?
No.
Yes.
Does anybody hear?
No.
Does anybody have charm person or something?
Have what?
I don't have intimidation.
I
I
can
have
confess-
persuasion.
I have intimidation. What's your
I
you
can
repeat the
incapacitate
question,
that charm
Mike?
person.
That's
Does anyone
fine.
have it?
The question
if
was,
anyone
does
has
anybody
charm
have
person
the
or
charm
something.
person spell or something?
I still can't hear you.
No. Charm person.
Charm.
No.
I can incapacitate them if we do that.
I can keep them alive if they've been knocked down.
All right. Well, we'll start again from the top. Varys, what are you doing?
What should I do?
That's up to you.
This one thinks you should go fight them.
This one remembers an earlier conversation.
It seems as though the group is going to try to attempt to, if I understand correctly, capture one alive.
Some of them are.
My character's trying to go
I'm
talk
not
to it.
going to capture anybody.
I guess I'll shoot at it.
Okay.
Can we get around it to attack it manually? Like get around the burning building?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go around the building and attack it.
Four of them, 2 of them look beefier than the other 4.
We should kill them first.
I'm gonna kill a beefy one.
Going for a beefy one.
Do you remember that they almost killed all of us last time?
But they were
dealing double
using
damage.
breath weapons that were twice as strong as they should have been.
Right, he pointed that out. Never mind. Can you pretend I didn't say that?
Say what?
15?
15?
Yeah.
15 hits.
That is. Should not be should be 16, but
Still hits.
5 damage.
5 damage. Alright. Inorlas.
This one's gonna go one up and hit a big one.
The same big one?
Yeah, this one's also gonna rage, so he's gonna. So wait, that's my character sheet.
Inorlas is a Torifirinian, Allison.
16.
16 hits.
This.
Look what you done.
Looking at something. Take the book whenever you need it. Yay! 11 damage.
11 damage.
Book, you said? Yep.
Okay. Dissanon.
Oh, give me just a second. Do we want to get a big one or a small one?
Well, so far you've attacked the big one.
This one thinks we should kill the big ones.
I mean,
We
do
should
we
kill the
want,
big ones. They have the fire breath weapon. They're probably the more intelligent.
both of them have fire breath.
Well, what I'm thinking is if they're bigger, they're probably higher in ranking than the little ones.
Yes,
But
so do we want them or do we want the small ones?
Ah, good question.
Inspiration.
Which
You are not God.
Do we pick? They're just trying to figure out. Do they want to capture one of the big ones or one of the small ones? The big one might be of higher rank.
This one thinks we should kill the other big one if we're doing that.
why does this one keep saying this one? Why does that one keep saying this one?
It's just the way this one speaks. What's the problem?
You're gonna confuse it.
I know.
Okay.
What is that one's name?
This one's name
Wisdom
is
save
Inorlas.
for the undamaged.
Inorlas, I will be mocking
Wait,
you.
what?
Off the-
Undamaged big one makes a
You
wisdom
said, wait, you
save.
said you were following them?
Wisdom save.
Stop.
Is my wizard with us?
Fails.
No, I'm asking.
Laughing for a minute.
He's laughing for a minute.
My Sergrid is the fallen.
Ha ha ha.
While laughing, right?
He's incapacitated.
Got one.
Shine.
Or well,
Little one?
I don't know.
Little one, big one.
I gotta go after a big one.
I'm assuming you're going after the one that's not laughing. That's
yes.
already been attacked
Yes.
twice.
Oh, wait a minute.
We didn't. Excuse me. We didn't roll for initiative. So what order are you going in?
I'm using the same initiative as last time.
Sorry, I missed that.
Alright, I need to take a stab at it with my greatsword. And that's a 2.
That's a miss.
This has not been a good day for
LaRae.
characters.
I'm gonna do vicious mockery at one of the tiny ones,
One of the tiny ones.
and I believe that is a save.
Charisma save,
Is
I believe.
it?
Charisma save, right?
Yeah.
What's my DC? 13, I think. 14?
14.
Alright. And damage?
It is 3 points of damage, and then that creature is blah blah blah. What is it? Disadvantage on the next attack roll, and it's until the end of its next turn.
Got it. Is it half damage on a save?
What, did it pass?
On a pass, is it half damage? No, nothing happens. Okay.
Cantrip
It's just
pass.
a cantrip.
Yeah,
Got it.
cantrip
So-
pass, nothing happens.
Yeah, it's just either damage or no damage.
Alright. Three of them are holding their heads. They seem to be a little crazy. Mensa. No, not Mensa. Thornton.
Quick question, Dave. If I hit him with Vicious Mockery, will that turn
Yes.
that off? Okay.
Yes.
I'll go up to the other big guy, swinging.
Ooh. Were they using magic?
Who?
The creatures.
20 not natural.
Not that anybody's aware of.
Okay.
For 8 non-lethal damage.
For the big one?
Yeah.
The one that's already been hit a couple times?
No, the other one.
The one that's laughing?
You what?
No,
No, you're not.
We were hitting one, and then he incapacitated the one we
Oh,
were.
yeah,
Yeah,
fine.
the one that's not incapacitated.
Got it. He's bleeding.
That's it.
Ryu.
Since everyone else is attacking, I'm gonna attack too. That is 12. 14 to hit.
14 to hit, hits. I'm assuming you're attacking the big one that's bleeding?
Yeah, this non-lethal damage.
Got it.
Nice. 12 damage.
12 damage. It goes down. This
Someone hunt us?
Yeah.
Sacred
I
Flame.
have a question.
Yeah, well, one of them is incapacitated.
Which one's incapacitated?
Should I cast Spare the Dying on the now incapacitated one? So we won't do death saves, he'll just wake up in an hour? It'll give us enough time to...
Well, no, you knocked him out, so he doesn't have to do death saves.
Oh, okay.
He's knocked out.
One of the big ones is knocked out. One of them is laughing incoherently.
Are you interrogating the knocked out one? What's left?
Well, the one that's laughing hasn't been attacked at all, and then there's 4 small ones.
But the one that's laughing.
Three of which look dazed.
The one that's laughing. If I attack, the damage will stop.
It'll stop.
It'll stop the laughter.
Well, it has a chance to knock it out of the laughter, so just don't get it.
All right. I'm gonna attack one of the towards the smaller ones.
Okay.
Sacred Flame. We need a dexterity.
Do you want to do one? Do you want to do one of the ones that looks dazed, or one that doesn't look dazed?
Do I get advantage on the one that looks dazed? That doesn't look dazed?
No, you don't get advantage on any of them.
Then it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's the one
Random one.
random.
Sacred Flame. He crits.
What does that mean?
It does nothing.
It does nothing to him.
Okay.
In fact, essentially, what happens is you toss your Sacred Flame, but he's so dazed he actually staggers
Like
away,
out of it.
like right away as soon as the flame pops up.
Okay.
Back to Varys.
He's in the bathroom.
Inorlas.
I'm
One
gonna
of these days I'm going to slip and say enormous.
swing at one of the dazed ones. That's a 15?
15 hits.
13 damage.
13 damage. He is dead. Dissanon.
Dissonant whispers on one of the small ones. You know what this looks like? Is that,
Charisma, I believe.
I'm gonna check, but it
Could
should
be.
be a charisma save.
I could very much be wrong.
He fails.
Okay. And it's what is it? Speedy?
I don't think so. We'll double check the spell, because
Yeah.
Does anybody else have manacles?
Did you say manacles?
Monocles.
Wisdom
A
save.
monocle?
Have rope.
Spelling check? What?
Rope.
Three. Ray, give me a fucking different D6.
Okay.
12 damage.
For the record, you picked that D6.
Dead.
Cool. That throw was fucking terrible.
Do you not have mana?
Ian!
I have manacles.
I'm here.
Shine.
Attach them to their
Reach.
and I figured hands would be
How many are left?
breathless.
There is three. I'm sorry. There is 2 small ones, and the other 2 big ones are incapacitated at the moment.
I'm gonna try again to take a shot to take a swipe with my longbow at one of the larger ones.
Well, one larger one is knocked out cold, and the other one is laughing incoherently.
I'm sorry, Sam.
Both of the large ones are pretty much out of the fight at this point.
Okay, then I'll take a swing at one of the small ones.
Okay.
17.
17 hits.
Okay. What's the damage for a longsword?
Longsword is a D8 or a D10 if you're using 2 hands.
Am I using 2 hands? I don't know.
Do you want to use it to
Did you
I
declare?
will use 2 hands.
Okay.
Is my D10 now? Okay. What number did it land on? It's 4. Alright, 4.
No, it has to be on the table.
On the
Dad.
table. It should be doing on the table. It should be on the table.
3.
3 plus your strength.
Dad? Dad, do you have a problem?
I'm still
5.
here. I just lost picture.
Okay.
No.
What's higher, your dex or your
Yay!
Actually, no. You're using 2 hands.
My strength is 2.
Oh.
So it's
That's
5.
okay. There is no
I
paper.
heard that.
Can Varys go now?
How do we fix picture?
That's on her side.
It's on her
I
side.
don't know.
It's probably the internet.
It looks pretty fixed right now.
Boy.
Yes. I knew that.
Then why is it full still?
That's weird.
Because you filled it.
I didn't touch it. I haven't sharpened any pencils. Oh.
There's some people that has pencils here.
You
they
want
could
the
have
fun?
So what was the damage?
I can do it.
5.
5. He's bleeding.
Good.
Blue hero needs food badly.
Oh.
Does anybody need help? Anybody yet? Anybody? No.
Yes.
Adventure time!
You gotta say it with more
Nintendo
conviction than
gun.
that.
I must shoot somebody.
Varys,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Oh,
Because you were skipped for a second while you were in the
Sure.
bathroom.
What?
I'm hitting the same one that I hit before.
The one that you hit before is on the ground.
Oh, then I'm hitting
What
the
is,
other
it, what
one.
is it from?
The sand one?
Oh.
David, I
The
can.
The only one that's not incapacitated.
You've never seen the sand one.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't gotten in on the pool of things Janet hasn't seen that.
Do you want the bush?
You
18
and my girlfriend
Hits.
could compete on
and
movies you haven't seen.
No, ask
8 damage.
Mike. Ask Mike.
How much?
8 damage.
Dead. There's actually one left.
Let's kill
LaRae?
it now.
I think there's one left.
There's one left.
I'll throw a dagger at that one.
Go ahead.
Now, hold on 1 second. Chris, could you call the cat?
Huh?
There's a cat, probably.
The
Aha,
cat
that
is
is
like
why the video is
basically
gone.
in everything, and I can't roll a dice right now. Okay, you gotta stop it, ma'am.
Here,
Okay.
kitty, 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 kitty.
I think its butt might be in the camera right now. There you go. There's a butt.
You ever show us
Go,
something?
go to daddy.
Barbarians have advantages on dex savings against spells.
Okay, let's see. I rolled a 16 plus.
She can roll whatever she wants, but can't see it.
So, okay.
So can you.
Oh my god, nat 20!
But I'm right here.
21 to hit?
That hits.
Nat 20!
You
Okay.
had 12 nat 20s.
It's not the
I
natural
wonder
20,
if
it's
that's
just
why
a
he rolled that
added
spot.
20.
Gotcha.
So we can't see what
When I
I
just
rolled.
heard cracking sound, I'm like,
He's told you the reason of that before.
I will never
So
be
7
okay
points
with
of damage?
It
Oh, wait,
is.
so wait, I rolled the
someone's gonna
wrong
empty
one.
this thing.
Dice in a
I'm
box.
sorry.
Wow, you were a bitch.
Oh wow, still 7 points of damage.
It is dead.
Yay!
Alright, 2 incapacitated. I'm assuming you're tying those up.
Yes. Either sit down or do
No,
something.
it's my fault that he's standing.
Oh, well, Ray, make him stop standing.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
I'm assuming you're tying them up.
Yes.
Yeah, I have. Does somebody have
Like,
rope? I have rope if you
Get
don't.
the
I
other
have
stuff
rope.
out.
This one has rope.
I have rope and I have manacles.
Oh, okay. Manacles work too.
I figured the manacles on his feet and then we tie up his hands
Sure.
so
Yeah.
he can't run away.
Okay.
Oh. He has fire, so we should tie up his snout. But then we can't make him talk.
Ideas?
My character has.
I'm fire resistant.
My character has intimidation. skills,
That's
so
very
I can
useful.
Intimidate him into not hurting us.
What is yours?
What is my what?
Intimidation plus.
4.
Mine
This
is
is 5. I have 4 for persuasion.
Mine is +4.
Anybody?
-2.
You're not allowed to talk. Wait, no, your
I have-
intimidation should
I have
be
a
higher than
persuasion
his.
and intimidation.
-2.
So
What about persuasion?
-2.
No. Like if you're
What's your
if
charisma?
you're a gargoyle,
I have +5 for intimidation, and gargoyles have -2 to charisma.
yeah, but they also have
Depends on
like
what type of gargoyle you are.
yeah, and I thought it had pluses for intimidation.
No. Yes.
Depends.
My bad. My intimidation's a 0.
can I
Plus
suggest we
2.
tie him to something?
my
Even if,
intimidation's
so,
at
if he
0.
tries to use his breath weapon, maybe
He has a
it's
-2.
Plus
like something
5.
might
Plus 2
fall
to
on
that is
him
0.
Yeah,
if
no,
he's
I
not
understood
careful,
that part.
sort of a thing, like wood.
You're gonna be talking like this all night, aren't you?
Like what?
So the suggestion is to tie
Like
them
retard?
to something.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm
He
talking?
said it
No, wait. Be more specific. What are you referring to this one or how I sound?
to this one.
That's okay. I see.
Are we anywhere near water?
No.
Well, you're gonna drown it?
Actually, there is water in the central fort.
But that's probably needed
That
for
is how
drinks.
we're supposed
Mom?
to
A
talk. I
body
just
of
can't
water.
pull it off.
I
Okay,
can't
you're by a
click
river.
this off.
Or you're near a
I
river.
can't click this off.
Can we like go to the river?
Is
with
it
that?
is the screen broken?
Yeah, the screen's very broken.
I mean, you can walk over. It's like
My iPad is
it's
broken.
it's essentially the length of
Just leave it.
a long
Just
city
leave-
block.
Steven, leave it.
We can make it before the one guy wakes up, all right?
Well, I mean, you're traveling through the town, so I can't guarantee what might happen.
I bet this a little bit. Alright.
How about we hide somewhere and try to intimidate this person?
I mean, you could try to hide in another building as an option.
One that's not on fire?
That would be preferable.
How long would it take us to get back to the other thing, the square?
Ooh, 15 minutes.
The one guy's incapacitated for an hour, the other guy's incapacitated for how long?
An hour.
Like no, minute.
A minute? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
mine's a minute. as well.
Well, you have them tied up, so
This one thing
Figured it out.
we should tie them out.
Figure it
so
out.
the time we-
Oh, and by the way, does
Can we make a
the
muzzle?
other guys have anything on their person that we could just take off of them?
oh, loot wise, you guys get four scimitars,
Mom, you're a fucking genius.
4
Yes.
light crossbows,
Are you writing this down?
I got it.
You got it?
We got it? Okay, cool.
2 maces, and 2 heavy crossbows.
I'll take a light.
I would like a heavy.
Crossbow now, I forgot about that.
Anybody else care if I take a heavy crossbow?
I
I
care.
would like one.
Anyone else cares about crossbow?
No.
Okay.
Well, there's light. There's only heavy or light.
There's both.
There's both.
There's
There's
both.
4. You said 4 light crossbows.
4 light crossbows,
And
2
two
heavy
heavy.
crossbows.
4 scimitars and 2 maces. What's a scimitar?
Scimitars are
Sword.
curved blade.
Like a pirate.
Like a pirate, yeah.
Can I have one of those? Somebody here?
That's
I
up to
think
the
they
group.
do 1d8,
1d6.
1d6.
Oh,
They're finesse
never
and
mind. That's all I can do right now.
So
So
they're finesse and light. So
Yeah.
this
So
one
you
has
can
no
dual
use
wield
for
it if you want
weapons.
to.
Be a bitch to reload though.
I'm saying the scimitars.
Oh, right.
I could double wield them,
Yeah.
but
unless your character's not spec for it, and then it's not beneficial too.
Yeah. No, I'll let them go. I mean, we can sell them for money.
Why are we pointing at me?
Can I borrow your?
Is there like more bolts?
No.
Can I
How
like
dare you ask
grab
questions.
20 bolts off those guys?
Yeah, each light crossbow and each heavy crossbow come with a set of 20 bolts.
So, can I have a heavy?
You get one, I get one?
Sure.
I get light because I have no range weapon.
4 scimitars, 2 maces, 3 light crossbows, 1 heavy crossbow.
And 6 sets of 20 bolts each.
I took 20 of them if that's okay with everyone.
Sure.
Can I get a mace?
I'll take a scimitar for throwing away free things.
I'll take a scimitar too.
Scimitar.
Scimitars.
Can I take a scimitar
Wait, so
also?
what kind
I'll
of
take more.
gargoyle is your guy right now?
What the?
What kind of gargoyle is your guy right now?
Wizard.
No, like wings. No wings.
Fallen, no wings.
Disgraced.
Disgrace.
Okay.
So,
you.
oh, no problem.
Okay, so you're a fallen one.
Yes. Yeah, he's a wizard. Shaved bald, bright red skin, pale blue eyes.
For the record, Norris, this has her wings mutilated also.
This is offline, because nobody has seen that yet.
Oh. Oh, you have it.
No.
I mean, you have it
Nope.
covered up.
Yeah.
That's what. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's a good thing I don't even know what that name is.
So back to the town with the two things?
That's a really good.
Make Mike say my name once.
Say my name, say my name.
Never again.
Pay attention, boy.
I am paying attention.
But
So you take them back to the square?
I don't know where you guys are taking them.
Instead of
Any
boy.
opposition for that?
What?
Take them back to the square?
By them.
Why?
Who are we talking about?
Why are we taking them to the square?
Dudes.
One dude.
2 dudes.
Two
Two
dudes.
dudes?
2 dudes. You
I-
incapacitated
Pay
2
attention, boy.
dudes.
I can.
Gang up for an hour.
I spilled my dice.
Why are we taking them to the square?
Wow, you're a freaking
Because at the
genius.
square there's water. You know,
You're gonna waterboard them?
No
What
torture.
alignment are you?
I'd
no,
rather not torture them.
that's not
if
the
we don't
thing.
have to.
Cast.
The thing is,
prefer.
if they start a fire, water is easily accessible there.
Okay.
Instead
That's
of
a
just
good
having
point.
buckets here.
Good point.
This one agrees with his idea.
Oh, good.
Wow, yes, waterboarding is an effective method.
Oh,
I don't
good.
think the
He's
party
making a
wants to do
hat.
that.
Great way to blow up one out here. If you don't want
I'm okay with it.
This one thinks he was dropped
Manacles
his
on
head as
the
a
big
small
guy's
child.
feet, though.
Okay, so you're gonna attempt to drag them.
Here was my Sony's there, a threat.
They don't come willingly. Willingly. So
Aren't they
Too
both
bad, they're
knocked out?
They should be both knocked out.
One of them's knocked out.
one of them's knocked out.
The big one isn't.
Both of them
The
are
big
no,
one
the
was
big one
knocked
is.
out.
One,
big one
one
gets up
big
after
one
them.
is knocked out. One big one is not knocked out.
Talking to the big one.
How heavy is the big one?
They're pretty heavy.
How heavy?
Pretty heavy.
Pretty heavy.
Like a
Maybe
15, 16 strength?
250, 300 pounds.
A kilogram of steel?
I can't carry that by myself.
So one of them is awake right now.
One of them is awake,
We should make him not awake.
staring angrily at you.
We should definitely
Is he
make him
tied
not
up?
awake.
He is tied up.
Okay.
Attempt to speak to it.
Howdy.
In
Why-
what language are you speaking?
Common?
Yeah, common. I don't the only language I know.
It just stares at you.
How
How
are
about
you,
I
son?
have a language I think it'll understand.
Torifirinian.
Huh?
Torifirinian.
I can't speak, so
This
this
one
is
thinks
the
that
sign
gesture was needlessly rude.
Okay.
To God or to the creature?
Hey, Anybody else gonna say something?
In Torifirinian.
Torifirinian?
Terriferinian?
I'll never be able to say that word.
Terriferinian.
Can you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
No.
Stares at you.
Dwarven.
Wait.
It doesn't mean it doesn't understand it. It
Elvish.
just means it's not saying anything.
Yes.
How are you,
The
big son?
fire
Something
lizard
tells
will
me these
speak
things-
Stares at you.
Something tells me these things do not understand country
Kick
lingo.
it. This one thinks they speak lizard.
I think they probably
Does anyone
like
speak
a whistle
lizard?
or anything.
Kick it.
Kick it.
Yeah.
What?
No.
What alignment are you?
Stares furiously at you.
I laugh.
I'm gonna take a step back away from him so that when the fireball, comes whizzing across the room, I don't get burned.
Can I try to intimidate him?
Wait.
Sure.
No. How dare you?
Okay, I wanna. Oh, I'm sorry. Is somebody doing something?
No.
He's not going
God.
willingly.
Okay, I would like to use thaumaturgy
There's more
to
of us
make
than
it
there
look
is
like
of
my
him.
eyes are gonna just go black and start glowing, and maybe a little smoke or something comes out, just to look scary.
Can I try
And
to
get
persuade
really
the awake
right
one
up
to
in
come
his
with us?
grill. And I also want the earth to tremor underneath him just a little bit, and I want to say really quietly, right in his face, what are you looking for?
All right. Roll an intimidation check.
Oh, I do get an extra language.
You have some gold food.
I don't think I did so good. Let's
Actually,
see.
my character's supposed to be raised by a certain creature.
I got a 9.
A
I know
nine.
what song you're singing. Stop it.
Okay. Well, give yourself inspiration for the idea. I like the idea.
Okay.
However, it wasn't enough to really affect it. It seems like it's seen worse.
Okay.
Can I kick it and do another intimidation check? Can I kick it again and do an intimidation check?
Can he kick it, do an intimidation check, and then I try to persuade it to talk so that he will stop kicking it? In common?
Good cop, bad cop.
I speak it into I speak it draconic.
And what do you say?
I say, why did it attack the village?
Police officer.
It's staring at you.
Now I'm going redneck.
Intently?
Well, its snout has been tied up so it can't actually speak.
I take off the.
This one.
No!
This one does not do this.
Giving it a wide fucking berth?
Hang on.
Go on.
Since my character has pretty.
Sorry, I'm starting out of the way.
Take your time.
Well, hold on. Before anybody does anything else, are you untying his snout?
Yes.
Everybody make a dexterity save!
This one's going to.
I haven't been near it though because I was.
Well, you had backed up. I think you had backed up too
Yes.
when he started kicking it.
18.
19.
13.
Dexterity.
21
check,
natural.
Yes.
5.
Yay!
Even in this game, he still has a fucking death wish.
I was really close in his face.
Alright, so, that's true, you were. So,
And the ropes are gonna burn.
those of you who were below 13 take 3 fire damage. Otherwise, take 1 fire damage.
I angrily stare at player unknown.
Inside.
This one thinks many of our companions were dropped on their heads as children.
You know,
Can I kill you, shiny boy? You just
This
made
one
my
especially.
face fried.
you just wait till I level up, boy. You just wait.
However, he does...
Come on, let's not fight each other.
He does, after blowing the flame, say back to you in Draconic, you will all die for what you've done.
Offline, we've heard that shit before.
What did the lizard say?
What
Besides,
did the lizard
I asked back,
say?
what do you mean?
He refuses to speak after that.
what did the lizard say?
It wants to die.
We have done something that's pissing off.
This one thinks that's a little bit
Hey
obvious.
God, I'm gonna take out my longsword and put it up against Lizard's neck.
Remind me, what
You're
alignment
doing
is
a
this?
cold shot? What happens when that happens?
I'm just putting it against his neck.
Wait, what alignment is he?
Lawful neutral.
Alright, so
Okay.
you guys are obviously trying to intimidate him. He's obviously not being intimidated no matter what you're doing.
May I try to persuade him?
He doesn't seem to be afraid of death.
May I persuade him?
Can I assist in persuasion?
Yes, assist.
I can give him a
Okay.
thing worse than death.
Beat him with the hammer.
Shitty
I
music.
got a 23.
You could see
And
we get
I got-
characters. You got assistance.
No bagpipes.
I got 21.
What
Your
worse?
flag is going
That's, you got what? 23?
23 and her 21. To persuade it to talk more to him.
To talk more? No, it's not. It's not talking anymore.
This one thinks we should kill it.
I do have my
Can I
sword.
stay?
my fucking persuasion
This
check?
one's gonna swing at it with the hammer.
I have
You have
character-
advantage.
boy. I have a sword against his neck.
His hammer will break your sword. I'd move.
Are you guys planning on killing it? Or is anybody planning on stopping him from whacking it with hammers?
I would rather you're not whacking with a hammer.
I mean, I was gonna.
This one would rather not be set on fire. We don't all get what we want.
I was gonna.
I'm kind of abstaining from this vote.
I would have liked to get my kick in first, but I guess his is a little bit more heavy.
Alright, guys, before we kick him and punch him and make him even angrier than he is, I was gonna use my charisma and try and do what is it? Oh no, forget it, I can't. Never mind. I was gonna do something with persuasion, but I can't. I don't have the skill. Never mind.
Alright, so
Can I please slit his throat?
I thought
Before
Steve
the
was trying
hammerhead.
to stop.
Steve was trying to stop me from swinging that.
Yeah.
I just have a sword against his neck. Why are you trying to hit with a hammer?
what's your alignment?
Lawful neutral.
What's your motivation for slitting its throat?
It's not giving enough information.
Fair enough. Okay. Like I said, it doesn't look like it's afraid to die. So
So if it dies, it
So-
will die, and it'll be
I have.
It
an
won't
idea,
give us
but
any
I'm pretty sure that my character wouldn't come
even
up with
before it's
this
done.
What if we lock it up?
Starve it to death.
No, but if it's not afraid of dying, maybe it's afraid of living.
Maybe there's someone back at the like if we incapacitate him, tie up his mouth. Maybe there's somebody else who's higher up than us that we can go to the I don't know wherever we started and ask if anyone else there can interrogate this guy to see what the hell is going on because we saw them looking for something.
Who here has survival?
alright, so you guys might
How high?
+4.
Can I kick in now?
alright, so the thought is to just knock this one out and then drag them both away.
This one can compromise on that.
Why don't we just hand him over to like?
Where did they come from? Like, what part? Assuming we're facing north,
They're coming from all over,
from all directions.
all directions.
Okay.
Or I should say the fires are sprouting out from everywhere in the city.
Yeah, but the creature specifically, they came from all directions.
We don't know what direction it came from.
Allison, you were asking a question?
Yeah, can I roll investigation just to see if he has anything on him that could give us a clue what they're trying to do or where they're from?
Burn everything down.
You don't need to roll for it. The weaponry that they had and the armor that they're wearing is very ornate. The weapons, the wood on the weapons has been carved intricately. Think almost like Native American ceremonial style carvings on them. So everything seems to be very what's the word I'm looking for?
Festive.
Not festive, but
They're paladins?
Ceremonial.
purposeful.
Like they're paladins of their order.
Pretty much. Like
Can
Jedi
yeah,
order.
can I tell them like what kind of were they just being brutish or I don't know, like can I kind of glean like maybe what they are
Well, I mean,
Like,
they're
class wise?
they're reptilian.
Okay.
They seem to be some kind of tribal warriors. Would be your guess.
Player character from.
Can I just try one more time to persuade them and just be like, look, we just came into town. We don't know what's going on here. Did somebody in this town do something to your tribe?
I guess I'll convey the message.
I guess Ryu will have to convey that message. But
Okay.
yeah, he's not speaking at all.
Okay. So should I not roll for that?
Yeah, you don't have to work. You don't have to roll
Okay.
for it.
Okay.
So is the idea to knock them out and try to get them back to the town?
I would like to at least get one of them or two. preferably like to get both of them back and see if we can throw them in a prison and have somebody else interrogate them.
Are we ignoring any other fires on the way back?
I will.
I mean, I don't know how we can do both, but I mean, whatever you guys
I
want
mean,
to do.
on the way, we could just take out whatever fires on the way back to the.
It's probably going to lead to more combat.
That's true.
Because behind every fire is the thing setting the fire, aka the guy's fire breath.
Almost every behind every fire is those guys sitting on fire.
We have two of the big ones, correct?
Perhaps. I'm sorry for saying this. Perhaps we should split the party and continue fight fires because otherwise the city will be razed.
But if we split the party,
I know bad
we
things
won't
always
be.
happen.
Well, yes.
Well,
Bad thing. Well,
we
can I
could-
finish my thought
Okay.
for a second? If we split the party, and we already have had a lot of combat with these lizards, then it's going to be that much of a disadvantage to try to take on X amount of them and only be a couple of us.
I would say just send one guy back to the bring the.
One person can't carry both of them.
This one thinks we should kill the one that doesn't want to talk.
But he's the only one that has talk.
I mean, the one.
He's the one that's awoken.
Are they both
This
awake?
one thinks this lizard has.
No, only one is awake right now.
I think that if we
How are we just try
get
to
both of them
intimidate the other one?
back,
Like, knock this one out. Stop the other one.
some interrogation technique.
It'll
might
take
be
about
able to
it'll take an hour for
manipulate
him to
the-
wake up.
The fact that there's two of them instead of just one.
Nothing we've done has worked, so what else can we do?
Because that one's not afraid of dying, but perhaps the other one is.
And if we leave the one with unbreakable resolve alive, then we might convince the other one to not say anything as well.
Agreed.
Are there any
You make a
other
fair
people
point.
running around besides us? Like any soldiers or anybody?
You don't see any soldiers. You do see occasionally someone will be running down the street towards the fort. Townsperson.
Could we pull one of them over and, like,
big is the
maybe
town?
get them to just
Town-sized.
tell a soldier that we've caught some captives, possibly?
Okay. The monotone is going to drive me crazy, yes.
Okay, that's not me doing that on purpose.
Make a
That's
make a
like
persuasion
conversation.
check.
This is how I sound.
Ah! Okay, that's
What's your first day this week?
table. Let's see, 13?
All right. Yeah. Okay. So you pulled two people over. They seem to be intimidated by the creature or the two creatures, but they agree to take them into the central fort for you.
Okay. Does that work for everyone?
Works?
That works.
This one feels like they're
All right,
gonna fail.
that frees you up to do another fire if you want.
Agreed.
This one thinks we should put out fires.
So back to fires.
Fires!
Fires!
Fires.
Fire!
All right. Who didn't get a chance to roll for fire last time? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll start with Thornton.
We fire. What am I adding to that?
Wisdom survival.
Survival. What is it?
12.
Okay.
No. Less than 12? That's
What does the die say?
13.
13 total?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing happens. Ryu.
Was it survival?
Survival.
$18.
Okay, gets a little lower. Visa.
What die am I rolling?
D20.
Please don't make a Jar Jar Jar. We've already got a cowboy. We've already got an elf cowboy. We don't need a Jar Jar Binks.
Yes.
Natural 20.
Kill Jar Jar.
All right.
Jar Jar is the Sith Lord. It's impossible to kill him.
Oh yeah, that theory. Actually, it's not even a theory. It's actually true.
But it's not even.
All right, that one is good.
No.
You were
but
able to
the entire army tried.
take that fire out.
Nice.
2 armies tried to do it.
Which Sith Lord are you talking about?
Plagueis.
Okay, you say that like Jar Jar's place.
He was supposed to be.
Unfortunately for all of you, you did not see
Can I see the sharpener again?
2 creatures sneak up on you.
Oh.
Thank you.
From a distance.
Singing now! Is this a musical?
Arrows.
Well, we know where she
I
gets
heard
it from
no
now.
rhythm.
First arrow
I'm
goes
sorry.
to...
Sorry. She must get it from you.
Now he can sing too.
First arrow goes to
I sing
Dissanon.
better.
Hit me.
And you're humble too.
That is a 16.
Hit me, baby, one
You
more
take
time.
5 piercing damage. Second arrow goes to Varys, who's not here at the moment. But it's 19, so I'm assuming that hits.
If it doesn't, something's wrong.
If it doesn't, something's wrong. The second creature shoots 2 arrows. First arrow goes to Thornton. That is a miss. Second arrow goes to Dissanon again. That's a 14.
I think he's above that.
Yep. That is 5 piercing damage. Down.
Got this.
A third creature sneaks up into the midst of you and releases his fire breath.
I feel like he's a suicide bomber.
Wispy.
Dexterity saves.
Uh-oh. Bad things.
All the bad things.
All the bad things are happening.
Was that a 1?
To me.
3.
It's not as bad as 1.
It's a 7.
It's not as bad as 1.
No, but first time I failed.
Down.
Auto fail.
14.
14. You pass.
4.
How did you
Fail. I'll just say it this way.
One fail.
Anybody who got
hit points?
anybody who got below a 13, you take
Oh, no.
5 fire damage.
Ow!
Oh no.
How many hit points do you need?
13 and above,
David.
2 fire damage.
Oh, that
My
hurts
max was
a lot.
8.
That's
You heard that,
Did you use that?
Allison?
Uh-huh.
yeah, 2
Okay.
damage where it goes above 13.
Now we're gonna we were gonna start with Varys, but Varys is not here. Inorlas.
This one's gonna rage and swing at the one that can fire on us. That's a 20 non-natural.
20 non-natural hits.
7 damage.
7 damage.
That's it for this one.
Okay. Dissanon, your death save?
We don't have a healer,
12?
do we?
1 success, 1 failure.
Right.
Shine.
Got this.
2 fails? 2 passes? What's going on?
Alright. I'm sorry, how many are there?
There are 3. 1 is right up against all of you, and the other 2 are kind of back about 30 feet.
Alright. I'm gonna swing with my longsword at the one that's closest.
Got it.
And do I get a bonus because he's right up next to me or no?
No, you don't get a bonus, but
No? Okay.
It's burning.
10 plus strength if it's two-handed?
Okay. Huh? What?
Plus strength if it's
Yes.
two-handed?
Yes.
It's adding to the reality of the burning fire. No.
Okay, 12.
It smells good.
Something.
12 just hits.
Okay.
How
And
much
then damage is D10? Yes?
You doing the longsword?
Longsword, yes.
Yeah, D10.
Keep
3.
that phone.
Can
3?
somebody grab me my D10?
3 plus your strength?
Charger.
It's
Thank
not done.
This couch is like eating me. I'm like being sucked
That's
into
not
it.
right.
3 plus your
Couch
strength?
makes you eat.
Oh, 5.
The couch eats
5?
everything.
Okay. LaRae?
That was like the
There.
worst throw you've
Alright,
ever done, right?
I would like to
But it's the unbreakable phone.
Who's
Alright, let's see if they go.
next up? I want to give someone bardic inspiration.
Thornton would be next.
Don't
You
give
want
it.
bardic inspiration?
Sure.
All right.
You don't need a wizard?
You can add a d6 to
Wizard.
in the next 10 minutes to whatever your attack or skill check is.
Cleric.
Let's swing things.
Caster.
And then
Yes,
I'm going
a
to
cleric
do
is a caster.
Give it to somebody else then.
I'll give it to someone else who wants it.
This one wants it.
Inorlas is raising his hand.
Then you get it.
This one appreciates it.
All right, and then I'm going to do a healing word on myself.
Leave it.
And that is for
See the new units?
5 points of thingy. So I'm back up to full health now.
Okay.
All right, and I think that's all I can do.
All right.
Oh wait, healing word is a bonus action, and so is my bardic inspiration.
Yes,
I'm
you can
sorry,
only
I
do
can't
one of
use
those.
Bardic inspiration.
So you're doing the healing word over the bardic inspiration?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I
Not a
thought
bardic
that was
inspiration.
actually an action. All right, and then so I guess instead I'm gonna do the healing word, and I'm gonna just shoot a crossbow at I don't know, whoever is looking weak or someone in front of me.
The one that's right in front of you
Why
is
is your brother on my
looking
phone?
weak.
Okay, then I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
Ah! And I rolled a 1.
There's one
So
down.
One.
Because I was expecting Patricia.
That's what I thought, David.
Then I guess I'm just gonna step back a little bit.
This is funny.
All right. You had a full miss on that.
Yeah.
Time to go for it.
Why do you have Patricia's phone, partner?
Time to go.
Okay. So
Can't really talk right now.
Did he just disconnect from me?
Thornton,
No.
arrow, miss. Varys is down. How much health does Varys have?
Varys is down. Varys has 7 health.
All right. Yeah. Varys is down.
It's smaller as you.
Visa, arrow. That's a 19.
That hits.
That's 5 piercing damage. Inorlas. That's a miss. And then
Okay. I'm revoking all the emojis.
Okay, not all of the fucking emojis, Ian.
No.
Thornton. Short sword attack.
You pretty much have until I figure out how to shut them off.
That's a 15.
Why are you? Why all of them, Ian?
Because if they can do something. And
Second short sword attack. Same
Ian.
roll.
No.
I told you to stop.
Thornton, it is your turn.
Oh my god.
Who's down?
Varys is down and Dissanon is down.
Cure light wounds on Dissanon. You gain 9 hit points. David, you are now awake.
That's good. He's not paying attention, so it doesn't happen.
What did people do before phones? Oh, right, play D&D.
You have 9 hit points.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Well, really, you're giving me temporary hit points?
Cure light wounds.
He has 8 max health points.
I have
There's
8 max health points. Are
You
you
have
giving me
8 health.
temporary?
You're now at full health.
Thank you.
You're
There's
down,
a difference
Susan.
between 8 and
You're
9.
down because you got shot.
Because you were.
Sit down. I'm tired. Sit down. Sit down.
Is that it for Thornton?
Yep.
Ryu.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just kind of come in
Gonna-
the spot.
Charge that to wherever the arrows came from.
charging at where the arrows are coming from.
Yeah.
You're taking a opportunity attack from the one in the middle. He misses. I'm assuming. Because a 10 probably doesn't hit you.
Nope. Okay. Attacking one of the guys. There's something I could do.
Oh, no, wait.
Like I said.
22.
22 to hit hits.
7.
7 damage.
You're at -3.
That's
Is that it?
Yes.
Visa,
What?
it is your turn.
I have 1 hit point.
It's your turn.
Can I still do stuff?
You can still do stuff.
You can still do stuff.
Sacred Flame.
To
Dex,
which one?
just in general.
Random pick. He passes.
So that means nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Varus, death save.
Jesus Christ, getting rid of this thing is annoying you.
One passed.
1 pass. Inorlas,
My turn?
it is your turn.
Is the one still next to us?
It is.
I'm gonna swing at him.
Swing at him.
I'm also gonna use my other hand with the weapon now because I forgot this thing's standard. That's a 22.
22 hits.
Yep, and that is 12 damage.
12 damage. He's bleeding bad. Dissanon. You have health again. You don't make a save.
Okay, wisdom.
On.
One that's undamaged.
He fails.
Cool. 13 psychic damage.
13 psychic
You gonna do
damage.
me a favor?
He's bleeding badly out of his nostrils.
Try to post it.
Shine.
Check if it's still there. I should have added it.
I get another one. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh wow, 20.
Natural.
Natural 20.
Yes, not 20.
Double damage.
Double damage.
Oh yay, awesome.
Double the dice.
All right,
It's
so
still
that's
Double the ass whooping.
The ones that were previously posted, I can't do anything about.
It's still there, that's not what I mean.
So you're using a two-headed
Oh, I
die.
didn't say that.
Two-headed.
two-handed. Yes,
So to be 2d10s.
2 d10s.
You can
Okay.
use the
But then 4 d10s, right? Because it's double damage. Or
No, it's
No,
2
it's just
d10s.
2.
you can use the 40 the other 10 sided.
Oh. Yep.
Well, I mean both of them. You can roll.
Oh.
Because they're technically both d10s.
All right. A 10 and a 3.
10 and a 3.
Oh, and then plus strength, right?
Yep.
So that would be a 12 and a 5.
It's dead.
Yay.
It's still there.
LaRae?
Okay, so I'm going to.
Are you sure?
Can I get to Varus at all?
Yeah, you can get the Varus.
All right, so I'm gonna go over and do cure wounds.
Okay. How much health do you give back?
I'm trying to find my dice. Ah, here we go. All right, so that's 4 plus.
Smoker cloth.
Get it turned off.
So 8 points back.
8 points of health back to Varus.
Yep.
Fine.
Not
And then
5. You have
as
8
a bonus
health.
action, the person who wanted Bardic Inspiration, you now have Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration to Inorlas.
And this one appreciates it.
Do I still have Bardic Inspiration?
No.
Ryu. Make a dex save. It's breathing fire right at you. No one else is affected.
This one's quite low. This one is 12.
12?
It's gone.
Uh-oh.
That is a fail. You take
80.
3 fire damage.
Okay.
Row.
Your face is a little crispy.
Make another dex save.
Okay.
See what it is? I see the
Lower.
Lower?
It's-
Another 3 fire damage.
You're
I'm
bacon.
sure I look for it.
Which one are you referring to?
Okay.
I have the red thing.
Okay?
That's Mark.
Make another dex save.
Yeah, I
Dex
know.
save.
So
Are you alive?
Are you alive still?
Yeah.
How much health do you have?
14 altogether.
Okay. Where's your character sheet?
On his phone.
On your
Yeah.
phone? Let me see.
I took I took the human variant. So the feat I took was the feat I took was toughness.
What's the class?
Fighter.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
All right.
Fair enough. Burden.
Who needs hit points? Who's closest to death?
This one has taken 3 damage.
I think Vissa is.
Yeah, she's closer to
Cure light wounds. Ooh, better. 10 hit points.
This one.
Thank you.
The sounds
It's
pretty
so
good.
good when you guys work together. It's amazing. It's like nothing can stop you.
So-
I know, except
You gave
I healed you for 10 hit
for
points.
10.
If it goes over your max, you just get your max.
Wait, what spell are you using?
Cure light wounds. 1d8
no, he's
plus
saying
my
if
spell
you
casting
overheal,
ability
you don't
modifier.
take overheal. That's why he's saying if it goes over your max, you just do your max.
Ryu.
Like I have he cured for 10. I happen to have a max of 11.
Smacking the
so
same
I'm all
one?
the way back up.
not yet.
Cool.
Second win.
Okay.
You get that already?
It's first level.
Oh,
Yeah, second one is first level.
I thought it was second
Have
level.
we gotten XP
No.
yet?
No.
Not yet.
Okay. Hitting the same one. That's a hit.
How do you know?
That's a 15 plus 8.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. 10 damage.
10 damage?
Yes.
It's not good.
Dead.
Non-lethal.
Ah, you didn't declare first.
Yeah. Almost every attack will be non-lethal unless otherwise.
So, unless otherwise spoken, you will be non-lethal.
Yes.
Got it. Vissa.
Sacred Flame on what 2 are left?
There's one left. And he fails.
Do I add anything to it?
No.
7.
Dead.
Yay!
2 short swords, 2 longbows. I'm sorry, 3 short swords, 2 longbows, and a hand crossbow.
I'm gonna take the longbow.
Repeat that.
Hey, just an off-topic question. Does anyone here have an iPhone charger?
Cricket.
5.
Yeah.
Can I see the drug report?
What were the items?
That will fit. Let me
It
see.
is 3 short swords, 1 longbow, and 1 hand
I'm pretty
crossbow.
sure it does.
Can I have a short sword?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I just looked at it.
Thanks.
What's the difference between a longbow and a hand crossbow? Like I know what they're
Hand
physically.
crossbow's one-handed, longbow has longer range, hand crossbow has a loading property.
Oh,
I
okay.
know, but
Thanks.
Oh, no.
Just curious.
in my
I don't think so. Nah, don't force it.
You guys done distributing loot?
Not
If
really.
you have the sharpshooter,
How many
you
arrows
could
were there?
ignore you could
Oh,
ignore the disadvantage on long range.
It is
So max
40 arrows
max range is
and
600.
20
you shoot 600
bolts.
range.
Is anybody
without
using a long?
disadvantage.
Is
If you have
anybody
the sharpshooter
else using
feat.
a longbow?
Ooh.
I want to take all the arrows.
I'm gonna take a ranged weapon this time.
Anybody
Can I
else
take
have
crossbow?
like
Um, No.
You take a longbow?
Yeah. Can I have the longbow?
Sure, there are 2. We each get half the arrows, so we each get 20.
Okay. Well, plus we have 5 sets of bolts from before.
You can't use the bolts
You
in
can't use
a.
bolts for a
Oh,
bow.
what do you need?
You need a
Arrows.
crossbow for bolts.
We have arrows though. There
Yeah.
are arrows here.
Yeah.
You have
There
20
should
arrows.
be arrows with if they're dropped. There should be arrows and stuff.
You got 20 arrows.
Thank you. Hold on.
You ready?
Hold on. What?
Do we have anything that would charge iPhone 5?
I don't know. What does it look
What's
like?
happening?
As you hear, as the creature falls and you loot, you hear a low horn erupt from the south,
Possibly.
followed by one to the north, one to the west.
It's just like
Not one from the east.
Not one from the east.
Symmetrical.
Sad face.
No.
Townsfolk dash past you, nearly trampling each other, headed toward the central fort. One frantic and badly burned man yells to you as he passes.
So
Run!
I messed it up.
There's 100 of them!
we should run with
What the hell did they do?
I have an idea.
Do you wanna?
That's plot points.
Is it talk to them?
I'm of
I
the
really
idea
hope
that
it's
we
not
should
talking.
run to the central fort.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
want
this
to
one
leave
of
this
these.
guy here?
Can I
That
stop?
we
Well, no,
can
he's
get
running.
vaccinated?
He's running
Oh wait,
towards
we
the
saw the
center.
unconscious guy, don't we?
There's a lot of townspeople.
No, you had them dragged back.
Oh, they're already back to Central Fort.
Yeah.
Everything here is dead, I think.
Yeah, we should really run away now.
Is everything here
Okay.
dead, or is there something
Let's
unconscious?
run.
I think. Mike, the one I attacked is that conscious or is that killed?
No, it's dead.
Yeah,
Hey,
they're,
God.
they're all dead?
They're all dead.
Okay, run to the
God.
fort.
Is there anyone like townspeople that are passing us?
Oh yeah, there are a bunch of people passing you.
Can I stop one and ask them what's happening?
They just
They
said
They're
that
just saying,
they're-
run!
Run. There's 100 of them.
That's more than one.
Can
That's
I ask
many
them
more
what's
than
going
one.
on?
Well,
being
They're
attacked.
coming to. Wait, aren't you unconscious?
no, I
No,
healed him,
you-
sadly.
They're coming to kill us unless you want to go back to being
I'm assuming you're running.
Yes,
Yeah.
to the
I'm
center.
running.
Alright, as you guys run towards the fort, and if
It's not the
is anybody
same
looking
part,
back
it's
behind
not
them?
symmetrical,
Yes.
that one is. Yeah, why not? Let's-
I know.
you see what looks to be an army of these creatures approaching, slowly, but approaching.
My group of friends.
As you pass the gates,
This
the
one is going to
guards
trip you.
drop the gates down, and the army stops just out of range of the guard houses.
This one thinks that somebody.
Are
did
we
something
are
with
we
that.
in a place with the townsfolk?
You are in the center of the. You're in the central fort now.
I think we should have a long rest.
Are we in a spot that's
I could
safe
take a short
to
rest.
take a rest?
We're in about the safest spot we can be. That doesn't mean it's safe.
The veteran Royal Army commander approaches you.
Can I ask him what's going on here? Why do these things seem to have a vendetta against you guys?
Oh, well, yeah, he's gonna talk to you, all right.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna say, "It seems that today was not the best day to arrive in Galmora, my friends."
You don't say.
He looks out of the gate at the horde of creatures keeping out of range. Thank you for your assistance, as fruitless as it appears to be. Though perhaps with a bit of planning, we can figure out a way out of this mess.
What's your name, sir?
Rest now and find me tomorrow. I've been around the battlefield enough to know that those lizards are playing a waiting game now.
Well, I'd very much like to take a long rest
Stop
while we're
staring
in the
at
waiting
me.
game.
With that, he makes his way through the crowd toward the keep.
Is that the?
Can I talk to some of the townspeople here?
They're all pretty kind of shaken and
Freak out. And the light is on black.
in shock.
I can.
Okay.
XP.
I certainly have the ability to do that.
You guys each get 190 XP.
Oh!
I level! Yay!
Oh yeah. 190 you said?
190.
How much XP you have now?
98.
300. I think 300's the level, so I don't think you do level.
No, it's 200.
No, it's 300.
It's 300.
That's 300.
It's 300.
And if you were here last week, you should.
We
should
we
be really
got
close, but you're
98.
not going to level. You're gonna go to 288.
No, yeah,
288.
We don't level.
I know my numbers.
The bastards.
Also,
Also.
That you did. So I did too.
the army guy is true to his word, and you are presented with a reward for your efforts.
So nice to us.
Three copper.
Wait.
Each?
3 copper each. I'm sorry, I lied. 8 copper each.
So wrong.
That's a lot.
2 silver each. And 11 gold each.
So 11 gold and 2 silver.
And 8 copper.
11 gold and 2
Each.
silver. So 11 gold.
Yeah, I don't have it.
11 gold and 2 silver.
I mean, unless you want to count your silvers and coppers.
So 11 gold and 2 silvers.
It was a total of 90 gold, 24 copper to the party.
So how much copper do we get individually again?
Individually, 8.
Let's see how far I can throw it towards the army. I got 8 coppers, I got 8 throws.
David,
The fuck do you want?
do you have the spell list?
What spell do you need?
Eldritch Knight.
Oh, that's...
That's how many spell points?
What is
You're literally not letting us
You
level
don't
up
even get
because
Eldritch Knight at level 1.
What?
You don't get Eldritch Knight.
Hey God, what's
I
happening?
guess spells.
The experience was based on the creatures that you killed
What's happening?
and
You're still level 1, Steve.
how many
Oh, yeah,
of
you're right.
5 fires you were able to put out.
I was gonna say,
You put out 4
don't
fires
level 1.
out of 5.
What is 190 divided by 2?
They were each fire was worth 25 experience.
Yes.
And 95 plus 1 is...
alright, I get half that for the
You said, hang on.
190 minus
Yes,
plus
half
25
for
plus
your
1.
surrogates.
49?
Yeah, 140.
Surrogates would get
95.
95.
They'd be at 144 if you were here both weeks.
No, I got full forward because I was
You got full because you were playing it.
Okay.
my guy's at 193.
Okay.
Yeah, the surrogate is playing, it gets full.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just going off of the other stuff.
Okay, so you guys take your long rest.
We're all at full health.
It is the next day. By the way, the 2 bodies that were dragged into the center of town were unfortunately
They were killed!
murdered by the townsfolk.
The bastards.
This
Yeah.
one expected this.
Where are the bodies?
I didn't expect them to get
Where are the bodies?
to the
Yeah.
town.
They were
This one-
burned.
Actually, this one didn't expect them to be let out.
Where was the area that they were burned?
Where's the area that they were burned?
Yeah.
The center of the place.
Give him a little pray and that was it.
This one thinks you favor those who disturb the order too much.
So,
My girlfriend.
the a soldier comes and escorts you to the keep where the commander is. And he tells you that pretty much all night the creatures did not even attempt to attack the city gates. It seems as though they're laying siege to the town at this point. They're probably waiting for the resources to run out, food or whatever, and he's assuming that they're waiting for a surrender.
I asked if there's any hidden tunnels that out of the that leads outwards.
Old abandoned.
My, you're pretty forward with that.
This one doesn't think we have the time to.
We don't even know his
around.
name, so. His name? Her name?
Her.
We don't even know her name.
He does ask if you noticed anything special about these creatures, what they might be wanting with the town.
This one
She
noticed.
talked
they
to
were-
Yeah, no idea.
This one noticed they were looking.
Can I
for
pipe up
something.
and just be like, hey, they look like they're looking for something. Do you know if anyone in town maybe took something from them? They seem pretty adamant about that.
Okay. And you're gonna mention what you heard, Ryu?
Well, I'm gonna tell him what was told to me, but I'm not gonna tell him anything else.
All right. Well, all the other information was just given to him. So, all right. So he says, well, he doesn't know of anybody coming up with anything. There's been no gossip in town as far as some kind of item or such. However, he does note that the mayor and the personal army of the Trade Federation are not in the central fort.
Where are they?
They were the last time anybody's seen the mayor, he was walking towards the docks, which is where the warehouse is. And the private army would be guarding the warehouse. So
Are they there now?
How far to docks?
nobody knows because everybody is in the city.
This one thinks they had something to do with why they're here.
How far to docks?
The docks are a good quarter-mile away, but you got to go through the gates to get there.
Is that the only way?
No, there is another way.
I have for that idea.
Catapult.
He points.
Johnny Knoxville.
He takes a blueprint of the fort and lays it on a table, and points to the rather large pond that occupies about a quarter of the space of the fort itself.
Oh no.
This one isn't a very good swimmer.
This one doesn't swim.
The pond is part of a cut inlet from the river. It was originally done to allow the fort to be completely encapsulated, but to allow fresh water to be utilized for the fort. The entryway had been barred to prevent someone from coming in. However, that was centuries ago, and he's sure that those bars are probably rusted by now.
We should definitely
He
try
says. He says. Okay.
This one feels as though something's waiting for us there. It's too convenient.
Considering that the lizard army is watching every gated entrance of the fort, he suspects that you'll probably have your best luck swimming through the tunnel underneath the wall.
You notice that most of us don't swim, right?
This one doesn't think there's any other way though.
He says that's
Yeah.
probably your best bet.
It's either march into the army or try to sneak behind the army.
This one's thinking that somebody did something to do that to cause them to incur their wrath.
I forgot what he's saying. It's the mayor.
Can I also, before we leave, ask for the rope and manacles back?
Sure, you get them back.
Oh, good.
Okay. Do you want to use the rope to kind of tie each other together just in case we could just pull each other?
No, if one's
One
around, we
or
all
two?
round.
Not entirely.
Can this one buy a shield in the fort?
Unfortunately, no, all the shops are outside of the fort.
Can this one steal a shield from someone in the fort?
might not be the best idea.
I can persuade someone to do that.
Oh, one thing I did forget to mention. Anybody who is utilizing a faction, you gain 1 renown point for that faction.
Can't even buy a skill. Shut up. Not even the gold upgrades. God, can I find like a wannabe knight or soldier dude who like looks weak, but is still like kitted out?
You're not going to find that here.
You'll find them dead outside, probably.
Sure, you can go outside.
There are like any soldiers?
They're soldiers.
They all look like they have their weapons out, though.
Good for the.
They're intently guarding the gates.
The gates are not open.
You shall not pass.
Remember that he only has enough soldiers in the fort, or he only had enough soldiers, period, to pretty much do regular policing of the town.
Are any of my faction people here?
Well, there's merchants that are escaped that are part of the Trade Federation that are there.
Cool. Can I go speak to them?
Sure, you're going to ask them.
You guys know where to get a shield?
Yeah, out there.
Just as useful as the last account.
I have a shield.
Can this one have it?
No.
What are you guys doing?
Gonna investigate the that pond area.
Okay, he does say that he will, if you can find the source of this contention, he will definitely reward you for your services. So out to the pond?
How much?
Well, we'll discuss that when you get back alive.
Poppycock.
To the pond.
To the pond? Okay, to the pond.
Hiking we shall go.
It is a very nice looking pond.
For swimming we shall go.
It is roughly 500 feet across.
I hold the dairy all to the ground.
Decent, large size pond.
How deep?
It drops at its lowest point to about 10 to 12 feet deep.
It's not that deep.
How tall am I?
Uh-oh. I'm 5'0".
Remember, this was essentially a reservoir for the fort back when it was just the fort.
I think I'm 7 feet tall. Well, I guess that wouldn't matter. I would still be tall.
So you'd be like waiting?
No, I'm 7 feet tall, but if it's 10 to 11 feet deep, that's gonna be over my head anyway.
Yeah, but you can like push up.
Yeah, you just kick up.
Well, let's go to the point that he said there's an exit.
All right, so you're getting down into the water?
Yeah.
Sure we are.
Okay. As you go deeper and deeper, who's going first?
Where's our fighter? Let's send him in.
Okay, so you'll end up finding the tunnel. The tunnel is only wide enough for one person to go through at a time. Okay?
Okay.
And the bars are about 10 feet deep under the water.
Okay.
I have an idea. Let's tie a rope to the bars, go to the shoreline, and yank them out. So we don't have to worry about drowning while trying to yank on bars. We just need
The
somebody
fort's
to tie
enclosed, right?
The fort is enclosed, yes.
How old is that wall?
A few centuries.
Does it look like it might break down any moment?
The wall?
Yeah.
No, the wall is fine.
Okay. So yeah, let's do that.
Who wants to attach a rope?
I will attach the rope.
Haha.
All right, so you attach the rope to the
Oh,
bars.
I have grappling hook.
That doesn't really matter at this point.
You're attaching.
It makes it easier.
You're attaching the rope to the bars.
Yes.
Okay, and then you're leading the rope back out. All right. So, how are you guys gonna yank on the? You just all gonna
Heave ho tug of
heave
war.
ho tug of war.
Tug of war.
All right. Make a group athletics check.
Ooh, boy.
That's a
athletics.
D20.
That's a
Yep.
D20.
Ooh, that's a nice roll.
Ah,
Uh
that
oh.
wasn't.
7.
Is it plus strength?
Plus your strength, or plus your athletic score.
What's that mean?
Your athletic skill.
If you were proficient with it or not.
8,
22.
22,
9.
9, 5,
I'm
12.
not strong.
12,
7.
7,
12.
12. As you all are yanking on this line, after about a minute and a half, you start to feel it give a little. And then after another minute, it seems like it's giving a little more. And then finally, the rope goes slack.
This one thinks the rope broke.
Investigate. Or gonna go
Pull the rest.
investigate
Just
it.
pull the rope.
Yeah, pull the rest of the rope out.
You see a bar come with it.
Yay!
1 bar.
So you see a bar go.
Well, I'm assuming you tied it in such a way that you're going to try to get as many bars as
Yeah.
possible.
We got 1 bar.
You got 1 bar.
Gotta do it all again.
That's it. And there's 17 bars left.
God! It was a great idea until then.
Spend all day pulling bars out of
At our backs, we hear the gates break down. The lizard's coming.
Run!
Do you think, I mean, this is totally up to you, but do you think that, because I know with thaumaturgy I can make things, like, move just slightly, do you think that would be enough to soften it up to pull them out easier?
They're out.
They're already pulled out.
They're out. We were joking.
Oh,
Because
Okay.
Mike said a bar, and I went, we got 1 bar.
Yeah, I was joking. Yeah, you guys accomplished the task.
I still
okay.
say we send the
Yay.
fighter in first.
Okay.
I'll go second.
All right, so you swim down. You're able to go all the way through.
He didn't come back. He must be dead.
do
I jump in and go swimming after.
you come back and report?
Yeah. Actually, if I go all the way through and I'm out on the other side.
Yeah.
What do I see?
You see a wooded area, which is just outside of the fort. Not much else at this point.
This one thinks he's
Perception.
You see an army of those lizard things.
You're gonna take an hour to perceive things.
This one thinks.
No, I'm just gonna go back in.
All right.
report then.
What is your query?
What?
What is your question? You look like
That's
you.
not a question.
I'm back.
I just want to see the sheet.
All right, so you're telling everybody that everything's fine?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody's going through?
Yes.
Hi ho, hi ho. It's off to swimming we go.
All right, so you're outside of the fort.
Well, I am a dwarf.
You're in what looks to be like a moderately forested area.
I'd say we use the force or advantage.
Use the
Okay.
force.
Yes, use the force.
Luke! Wait,
Steve, use the Schwartz.
my cousin Luke just called, actually.
Is there a specific direction you're heading in?
I say east.
East?
Waste.
Wait, what are we looking for? Why did we come out here?
Where's the
Go to the
dog?
docks.
The docks are to the northwest of you.
Oh, then we should go northwest of us.
Northwest of you. Okay.
Isn't the army to the northwest
we're-
of us?
What's everybody's passive perception?
14? I don't
What
know.
is passive?
Is it 8 plus?
13.
14.
It's 10. It's
13.
10 plus
10
the
plus-
modifier plus proficiency if you're proficient.
Okay. 12.
10 plus what modifier though?
Wisdom.
Yeah,
Wisdom.
wisdom.
Okay.
11.
11.
12.
12.
10.
10.
14.
14.
12.
12.
Oh, wait.
All right. So, none of you see the creature sneaking up behind you.
Awesome.
Sad face.
Required perception of 15.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
No.
Fire is breathing upon you.
Oh my god.
You're screwed.
Is that a 1?
I got an 8. Why do you keep asking for ones?
6.
Are you trying to jinx us?
No.
Anything under 13 is 5 fire damage.
God damn you, sir!
Oh my god, Celestine.
Because every time, because if you fail, you fail. There's nothing.
Oh, wait a minute. We have to come long rest before, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're max.
2 fire damage if you were above 13.
You're gonna stab us now?
How many of them?
There are 2.
You're gonna stab us now? Is that what we're going to?
Thornton!
Lies.
No, it's not live. Is it live? Maybe. It is! Ryu!
Hey!
Short sword attack.
Happy thought.
That is a miss. Ryu again. Another short sword attack.
They like you.
That one is over 20.
Okay. I
They
think
You
really
say-
like you.
You take 12 piercing damage
Yeah, okay, I'm down.
in a sneak attack.
Yeah. They're rogues.
I can get you back up, but
They're rogues.
not
I
good.
have 14.
Enorlas, you are up.
Inorlas is angry.
The most I
Inorlas
can
is
get you
swinging
is
at the one
12.
that stabbed the
You go first
weak
before
one.
me, though. So that's a plus.
17?
17 hits.
14 damage.
14 damage.
Hammer time.
The most I can get you is 12. The least I can get you is 5.
To the one that stabbed him, right?
No,
Yeah.
wrong song.
He's bleeding.
You, should
Maybe
not,
box
you,
is
should,
broken.
you shouldn't use your second window. So I have a
Dissanon.
feeling I have more of them.
If it makes any difference, I don't know either song, so.
Well, second one is done after short rest.
MC Hammer?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just took a long one though.
No.
I still get my second one back.
I mean, I've heard of the argument, but if I
Well,
can
yeah, but
name a
there's
song.
no two of them.
7
Yeah,
damage?
only
yeah,
two.
yeah.
Can't touch this and Hammer.
Which,
and
oh,
that.
which one are you
I
hitting?
can't use
That
my
one I
second
know.
hand. So
Actually, I
put it down.
think
One that what?
maybe it is the
Well,
same
I mean,
one.
when
I just
after I
can't
get it
remember.
back
They're
up.
both in front.
Hit the one that already hit.
The one you already hit? How much was it again?
Yeah.
7?
7.
It's bleeding badly.
These things are really fucking tanky.
If only we were second level.
Yeah, short or long rest, either one.
I know, right? Tell me about it.
Shine.
I will.
At least I think we're all going to die.
No. Do you think so?
Mike's our DM.
Have you met him?
That's true.
What is a pike again? How do I use it?
Apparently I want to work.
That's like a stabbing thing?
What is it?
The pike.
It's going to be fun.
What is that, like a stabbing thing?
Yeah, it's a piercing weapon.
Alright, I'm gonna take a jab at whichever one is closest to me with the pike.
That one doesn't have... It has reach, but doesn't have the disadvantage on close. Right? Doesn't have a
Pike-
special...
Pike does if you're within 10 feet of it.
Right, but it's
Sure,
not like the lance where if you're 5 feet away from something, you have disadvantage.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Let me see.
No.
I have the weapons open.
It doesn't have a special to it, right?
The pike?
Yeah.
She
No,
who
okay.
knows things.
Go ahead. Roll to hit. Which one are you hitting at, by the way?
Well, depending on whether or not I get a penalty, it may be either the one that's closest to me or the one that is
Well,
close.
they're both right up next to you. So.
You were thinking of the lance.
Hit the one that was already hit. Hit the corner.
Yeah, hit a corner.
What do you get?
Worse.
4.
4?
4.
You miss.
I kind of figured.
LaRae.
I'm going to, one of them looks really bad.
One looks, yeah, one is really bloody.
Okay, I'm gonna viciously mock him and just be like, haha, you're stabbed.
I think the funniest part is he wasn't even stabbed. I think that's the best part. Like, David, what did you use?
That's a charisma save?
What did you use for a weapon? Okay,
If
no,
it's
that's
taunting, that's probably charisma.
Voice.
Yeah. It's just mockery is charisma.
Is charisma?
I guess I'll just be like, you have some red on you. And
You have been stabbed by Warhammer.
He got a 10 on his charisma save.
wait, What's that?
You got a 10.
It's 14. So
He fails.
He gets 2 points of damage, and then he
Disadvantage.
the disadvantage
Who
on
does
the
what now?
what is it? It's every time I forget.
There we go. Line
It's
of stuff
disadvantage
happening.
on something.
Next attack.
Yeah. Attack. Yeah.
All right, Varys. You're up. Also, make a dexterity save.
Pass. Take 2 damage.
You take 2 fire damage.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
What's happening?
You're being attacked.
Okay.
Okay.
One is bloody.
That's a 10.
That's a miss.
Dang.
Everybody make another dexterity save.
Auto foul for you.
Alright, I'm down that round.
16. Yay!
She crit.
6.
18.
No, 5.
15.
All right. 2 fire damage if it's above if it's 13 or above. 5 if it's below 13.
She got a
You might
20.
have
Did
to
you
wait
say
a minute.
2?
2.
She got a 20.
That's okay.
That's nice. And then once more, 2 short sword attacks.
Hang on, wait. I'm sorry, you said it's 2 fire damage if it's over.
2 fire damage if it's over 13.
Okay.
Or 13 or over.
Because even if it's just a little bit,
Thornton!
but that could help with
I don't get a bonus action heal, right?
at level 1.
You have healing word.
Healing word, that's a bonus action.
But I mean, would that cost me?
Spell points? Yes. But that's not your turn yet. You're being attacked.
Oh.
18 to hit.
Hits.
5 piercing damage.
I'm down.
Varys. Miss. It is, well, death save.
16. Pass.
16 pass. Ryu.
Fail. 2 fails.
2 fails. Vissa.
What?
It's your turn.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't.
You have
know,
two
write out
of
the
your party
character
members
sheet.
are down.
Yeah, right?
We will never know your name, though.
Or is anybody at 0 health?
Well, they're down, so yeah, they're at 0 health.
You're at 0 health?
He's worse.
Get the Steve.
He's worse?
Get the Steve.
Wait, I have something that can do that. I just don't know how to use it.
Who the hell, Steve? He's not in our party, is he?
Boy.
Technically, I haven't officially been recognized as a party member. Even though I did help out a bit.
By
I'm
assisting
just
your
step
party.
away for 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay. By helping the party, you are part of the party.
You're like bad dying? Like I should probably help
One-
die.
He's one fatal
Thing
away.
left is my death.
Okay, so Visa's gonna do, actually, wait a second. Do I have that? I do. I have spare the dying, and it just means that you become stable, and it has no effect, well, it has no effect on undead or,
Spare the dying
constructs.
works.
Spare
Okay,
the dying will stabilize it.
Yeah.
okay, then,
Then you won't have to make
She's
you won't have
gonna-
to make the saves anymore.
right, so she's gonna do that.
Okay.
Did him or her?
Her.
Her.
You've been spared.
Hey.
Steve won't die this time.
Yay.
Varys,
It's a miracle.
Let
I'm
me
gonna
guess, he
swing
always
that
dies.
He
bad, right?
always dies.
you swinging at the bloodied one or the non-bloodied one?
Whichever hit me.
The non-bloodied one just hit you.
You should attack the bloody one.
You
I'm
should
gonna
attack
attack
the
the
bloody
bloody one. The very, very bloody one. That's a 13.
13 hits.
That will be 7 damage.
7 damage. He's dead.
Yay, I did something.
Inorlas.
Inorlas?
He's sitting next to you, so
I'm going to hit the one that's still up.
Hit the one that's still up.
That's a 22.
22 hits.
That's 11 damage.
11 damage. Dissanon.
Is it still up?
It is still up.
52.
Wisdom save? He fails.
9 damage.
9 damage. He's bleeding. Fairly badly. Shine.
Can you heal me so I can heal me?
Oh yes, I have lay on hands. I have lay on hands, so I can. Is it D20 to?
I'm a cleric.
No, it's
For 1 health.
Literally all I need.
Heal him for
it's 5 health times your paladin level. So
Oh, okay.
that's
So
how many
five.
that's how many health you can use.
Okay, so I will give 5 health to him.
Thank you.
We're
You're
done
welcome.
surviving some merchants.
Oh.
LaRae, are you back yet?
That sounds like a no.
Sounds like a no.
I hear crickets. Damn it, I can't hear crickets.
It shouldn't kill the party if I do this. So.
Shouldn't kill the party.
It
He
was
said.
Shouldn't, but what actually happened?
Shouldn't.
Varys,
50
What?
damage. Shoot.
short sword
everyone.
attack. Does a 11 hit?
Get your butt out of here. Nope.
What?
Come on.
Shine.
Oh, not for her.
Short sword attack. Miss. 2 misses. 2 flopsy misses. Gordon
Cure light wounds on self.
on self. Ryu, you are
Awesome.
stabilized. Visa. You're up.
Oh, I thought you were attacking me.
Nope. Only has 2 attacks.
Sacred Flame.
Sacred
save.
Flame. Dex save. That would be a 13.
Does that mean to me?
What's your DC?
16. Wait, what did you say?
What
What's
is
DC?
the difficulty that I what is your spell save? DC for your character.
Middle.
You've never asked this question before. I've been using Sacred Flame for 2.
It should be 14.
It should be 14.
Tell me what I'm looking
What
at.
class are you?
Cleric.
Fucking
Okay.
poltergeist.
Is it clerics use cast with
If you're
wisdom?
a cleric, it's 14.
What?
No, hang on. What's your wisdom stat?
Not higher than mine.
I'm asking her.
Let me figure it out.
It's your,
Thank you, Ian. What's the number or what's my plus?
The plus.
the plus.
Plus 2, and I'm proficient.
So
12.
8 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom.
8 plus my proficiency
Plus your
plus my wisdom.
correct.
So
So 8 plus 2 plus 2.
2 plus 2, right?
Yep.
All right, so he passes.
Yeah, so it's 12.
So fuck him.
He just passes.
Fuck him anyway.
Actually, no.
He passes.
He passes by a point. Varys.
Your poltergeist is back.
I know.
Swinging.
Getting to look
On the one that's left?
Because
Or
I don't
how many
have-
are left?
There's 1 left. There was only 2.
Stay.
Attack?
What'd you get?
Attack.
11 damage.
No, what did you
I
get
have
to
attacks
hit?
in the truck.
19.
19 hits? How do you get 11 damage?
I rolled an
How are you going outside?
Plus?
Yeah, like,
Okay,
I'm not
that's
going
fine.
outside.
Dead.
Well, before I leave, I'll bring in some attacks for you.
Okay. We'll go with that.
57 experience.
Yay! Level!
Levels!
Not yet.
We have the long rest first.
But levels!
Long rest first, though.
I said
We should
that.
long rest in the woods.
That's something
You
That's
should
a bad
long
idea.
rest in the woods
where we just got ambushed.
where you just got ambushed.
2 plus 57.
337.
345.
What?
What?
How much do you have?
288 plus
Oh.
57?
Yep.
345.
Welcome back.
Yeah, 345.
345.
Give yourself 57
Yep.
XP.
I didn't hear the 8 at the end, so I'm like,
Oh,
what?
okay.
She's like, oh! What happened?
Easy one.
Did we get any loot?
Yes.
Loot!
Loot!
There were
Daggers.
2 short swords and 2 hand crossbows, 40 bolts.
Can I take the bolts for my crossbow?
I was gonna
That's
take
up
a
to the party.
crossbow.
Party, can I take my bolts for my crossbow?
Sure.
No.
Oh dear,
No.
you ask questions.
This one, no, this one.
I was gonna take a
It's really all I
crossbow. I was
have
gonna
to
take a
say on
crossbow and get 20
No,
bolts.
no, I have a crossbow, but I need bolts for it.
This one.
Can I have the bolts? Is what I'm asking. I don't think that I don't think there was a crossbow. I think there was just the bolts.
No, there's two hand crossbows, 2 short swords.
Ah,
This
but
one
no bolts.
The bolts come
Or
in
they
the
have the
crossbows.
Oh, okay.
the bolts are included with the
This
crossbow.
one does not.
We're not included with, but in
Okay.
addition to.
Take a long rest.
No,
This one does not
we
think
can't.
That's a good idea.
I mean, you can.
We could. We want to get ambushed again?
That's a bad idea.
This
Exactly.
one thinks we should head towards the docks.
Agree.
I can't move though, so.
You have to wait an hour.
Why?
How much does that one weigh?
Him?
For real.
Yeah.
How much do you
Well,
weigh?
what happened?
How much does she weigh?
Ryu went down, and was stabilized,
How much
but
does the human weigh?
I can cure light wounds on him.
No, it's fine. How much does the human weigh? How tall are you?
I'm not.
Not that
I'm
tall.
not talking about you.
We're not talking about
let's
we're talking
say-
about the human.
6.
6 feet tall.
in theory, you could go back into the fort.
In theory, we could also see if he can get back to the fort by himself.
Can you fix the pizza rolls and put
No one has an issue with me having the unconscious guy swim.
By game mechanic, you cannot level up until you take a long rest.
I think we should drag him back through
I
the
think
through the underwater gate. We take long rest. We then proceed on.
I can
Hold
probably
on,
carry
hold
her.
on. If she is unconscious, she will not be able to breathe through us dragging her out through the water.
Spare the dying.
I did that already.
I can
Let's
do that
not
again.
make her dying.
It's a cantrip. I can.
How about?
Okay,
how
but
about
let's. I like the idea of not
I can just carry them.
brushing death in
I
the
can
first
just
place.
carry them.
Okay.
I'll just carry them. Keep going.
She's not breathing. I mean,
No, I'm not saying we
There's
go in the
water.
water. I'm saying that we carry her. We just keep going.
yeah,
Yeah, let's just do this.
Okay.
agreed. I said agreed, like,
Are you going
Minutes ago.
which direction are you going?
Northwest.
please.
So you're going toward, like, once again towards the docks.
Least.
Yes.
Okay.
He's gonna make us bump into something.
Yep.
Of course.
Of course we are.
Huh? What's
He's
this?
excited
a
about
big
it. Look at the glee on his face.
Oh
God
my!
damn
Oh
it.
my! So many ways to kill my party members.
This shouldn't kill him. Oh wait, 9 people down. How many people in the party? 7?
Ideally,
Listen,
most.
you guys are
done that.
making the decisions here. I'm just following the script.
We should have just stealthed our way through the docks, but you know.
This one's not.
What's
very-
the stealth part that you keep talking about while murmuring in your sleep?
This one thinks he's losing it.
What kind of case is this?
A phone case.
Varys,
What kind of case? What's up?
A phone
you
case.
hear from the woods.
Psst! Don't go that way.
Psst. Okay, sir. We should not go that way.
Sir.
Wow, I love how you. I love how you just are so trusting of disembodied voices. Like,
All of a sudden,
no,
I
not
agree
curious
with
about
that.
who it is. Just like, yeah, I should.
Why not? It's 9:30.
Should we
Why
go
not?
over there,
Why
guys?
not?
Can we like try and like
I didn't
see
hear the
where the
disembodied
voice is
voice. All I
coming
heard-
from?
Of course you
Like, what it
can.
is? I'm asking him because apparently he's ready to just listen to anybody who tells him to jump off a bridge or something.
welcome to our life.
I believe that they are flying.
How do you mean
Not
just
they're
people
just
blindly following?
over there.
Are you going to look towards the sound?
I'm gonna look towards the sound, whether he does or not.
Okay, so,
That's
well,
like the
you
first
didn't
thing
hear
you should
it.
have done.
Only Varys heard it.
Oh.
That was the first thing someone should have done is they hear something.
So you're looking towards the sound?
Yes.
All right, you see, kind of like hidden in the brush, what looks to be an member of the Royal Army.
Psst, guys, let's go over there. It's a
Why?
royal
We have to
member.
whisper.
Why are we whispering?
Who?
It's a royal. It's a
Because
Psst.
no one.
Royal Army.
So there's a member of the royal army over there.
So a deserter.
Yes, you could say that.
So, friendly or foe?
So let's go over there first and figure it out.
Yeah, I
Finally,
think-
let's go over there. Are we heading over there?
I go go over there.
I mean,
Let's
why
go over
not?
there.
Because we need to figure this out for ourselves.
Let's go over there.
Let's go
All right,
over
so
there.
you're going over there. All right, you find a group of 8 soldiers.
Good thing I didn't.
Okay.
Nothing.
They identify themselves as members of the town army. They were assigned to Galmora.
Let's look on the other side of that wall, guys.
They're returning from Fellathorn. The major issue that was going on over there, we had to do something with the Temple of Abyssos, is over with. But when they were approaching the docks, they noticed the smoke rising from the town. So they ditched the boat and started coming in through the forest. They tell you that they found something interesting.
And what would that be?
And how come we can't go over there?
But they really can't describe it, but they can show you.
Show us.
That will be a lot of information, good people.
Does anyone have rope Does anyone have duct tape? Or a muzzle? Or hot or melted candle?
Are you following them?
Yes.
Because I just
Can I
Okay.
roll insight on them?
I'm sorry?
Just can I roll
Yeah.
insight just for the
Oh,
for the
your
heck
life?
of it?
Sure, go ahead.
Holding anything back?
Go ahead.
And then
I probably don't do anything.
it's
Let's see.
automatically +7.
11.
11? Yeah, you.
helpful too.
As far as you're concerned, as far as you could tell, they're telling you the truth.
This one thinks they could kill us
Okay.
if they wanted to, so there's no point in lying to us.
All right, so after about an hour's worth of walking through the woods, you come to a small clearing, and in the clearing, in the center, is a reddish and scaly orb or spherical object.
Found it.
It looks
What's that?
it looks vaguely similar to an egg.
Found it. How
What
big
is
is
it,
it?
some Am I awake at
this point? How big is it? This one's gonna go to pick
Roughly
it up.
about.
This one's gonna go to pick it up.
Is this the egg?
We're
Is
under the
there
dome.
anybody around there that we can see?
No, there's not. Well, other than the soldiers. So.
This one's gonna go and pick it up.
Is that the egg?
It feels a good 20 pounds.
I have mage hand. Would that be helpful?
I have actual hand.
It's about 20 pounds. Feels thick.
Does it feel hot?
It's warm. It's warm to the touch.
We could make a really good omelet.
This one does not. This one does not think that's a good idea.
Does anybody have like knowledge nature or anything that they can use to see what
This
it
one's
is?
gonna hang on to this.
Like detect good and evil, you mean?
No, I meant like knowledge nature to see what kind of egg it is.
Oh, what is it?
Knowledge nature.
Nature check.
I have
whatever.
No,
I have an
my
insight.
character was named Egg. He wasn't holding on to an egg.
I'm proficient at insight. Would
That is a Pathfinder skill, by the way.
Yeah, I was playing Pathfinder earlier, so I got mixed up. But a nature check, yes.
This one will hang on to the red rock.
Red egg.
That is possibly an egg.
I believe that.
The
This one
soldiers-
thinks you should shut the hell up.
The soldiers think that maybe it should be destroyed.
This one doesn't think that's a good idea.
Why do the soldiers think it should be destroyed?
awake at this point?
Your problem.
We should
It's
get
been an
back.
hour.
Has been? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I put my input as like, this should not be destroyed either.
This one agrees with him for
Okay.
once.
I'm gonna ask the soldiers why they think it should be destroyed. Because maybe they know something about it that we don't.
Well, it's obviously a strange object that has never been seen before, and all of a sudden these creatures are attacking, so it must be the source of their power.
This one thinks they're looking for it because someone probably stole it.
Agreed.
Can I persuade them that this is not their
They're
source of power? That and they're dumb for thinking that.
I mean, sure. Go ahead.
I guess that's kind of insulting them. But let's just that we saw them
They
looking
have a
for
misconception,
something.
you mean?
By the way, it's been an hour, so if anybody wants to use hit dice to raise their health.
Ask me a D12.
Remind me how to do that?
You what you hit? What's your hit die?
Yeah.
What do you roll when you level up to health? What's cleric? D8?
D8.
Actually, no, I don't
Roll a
like
D8, you gain that much health.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I think it's
So I
D8.
got a
Yeah, no,
non-natural
you're right. I
20
just didn't
for
know what I was
persuasion for them not to destroy the egg.
D8, yeah.
I mean, I have the egg.
Guys,
They seem to be pretty dead set on destroying the egg.
Guys.
This one has a proposition. This one will tell you how to get back inside.
can I please announce something?
Oh. No, go ahead. Okay, I'm sorry.
You know this egg that he's holding? Do you think that it might be the lizard creature's thing that they're searching for?
Maybe we should keep that to ourselves.
Yeah, we should.
The soldiers kind of look at each other.
This one has a proposition for your group. I'll tell. This one will tell you guys how to get back within the fort if you leave us alone with the egg.
Oh, we know how to get back into the fort.
Intimidation.
That wasn't me being timid. That was me just being serious.
What if I persuade them to come back with us and that we can use that egg as like kind of like what he said, like a bargaining chip, and we can tell them like whoever it is that we attempted and failed to interrogate, bring them the egg and say like this, like we have something that potentially you want.
Sounds nice enough. I don't think the
And if you
soldiers are gonna. If they're saying one thing, they're gonna sound one thing.
Y'all speak Draconic.
Well,
right?
okay, so then I'll say, listen, if you want to, see your family and loved ones, all be destroyed, then by all means don't help us. But
That's
You know,
intimidation.
hang on, I
check
gotta-
in my head.
we
This
could
one has-
potentially stop it. So
This one has a gold coin with your name on it if you fuck off.
even better.
I think that was the wrong thing to say.
Friends, I think it's wise that we destroy this egg now.
I step in front of whoever's holding the egg and
I think it's
try
funny,
to be
it's
as
probably shorter
intimidating
than
as I
this,
can, and I'm going to be like, you're not going to kill a child that's unborn in this
How-
stupid egg.
How do we know it's an egg?
I know. I called it a rock, and everybody's calling it an egg.
How do we know it's an egg?
Is a rock warm to the touch?
I mean,
You ever touch
my
a rock
character
and
might
waffle?
know, but that's not saying it now.
no, because that's a little more than warm to the touch.
Exactly.
Intimidation check.
One of them lunges towards LaRae.
Reaction.
I was just gonna say
Okay.
reaction.
Counter spell.
I'm going to
Opportunity attack, go ahead.
This one.
20 not natural.
20 hits.
Okay.
No, you're not getting hit.
6.
6 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he is bleeding badly.
Are we doing non-lethal on these soldiers?
No.
Versus
LaRae.
I would like to do non-lethal.
LaRae.
I don't have a this
He,
round. Yep.
he swipes at you with his scimitar. 20 non-natural.
This one thinks you fucked up.
Okay.
You take 4 slashing damage.
Alright.
You good sir. Fuck yeah.
Another one turns towards Shinrei. Shinrei. Wow. Shine.
Shini.
Shine.
These are things you can't spell a name.
That's not even that hard of a name.
It's
Come
not.
Where the hell is Explorers back in the
21 to hit.
Shine.
Shinra.
4 slashing damage.
She-Ra.
Oh shit, I'm down.
Not good.
Did you roll your health back?
No, I forgot to.
Alright,
Go ahead.
roll it.
Okay. What is it? A D.
D8.
Yours is a
That's
D10.
10.
What class are you?
Paladin?
Paladin, yeah.
Yeah, it's a D10.
So you should have 11 max health, not 10.
4. That's
You should have
Your
11
health
max
should
health,
be
not 10.
higher, right?
what? Why would I have 11? No, I have 10.
You have a constitution of +1. You always
That's
take
a
the
deal.
max, so you get 10.
Yeah, you should have 11.
Plus
Oh,
one.
alright. Well, I had. Hang on.
We're good. Better to have more health than less.
Ryu.
Rio's awake.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
Yeah. You take a... Is 11 hit?
No.
Who haven't I hit yet? Virus.
Yo. I'm not trying to be.
Playing a game here.
He
I
stepped
don't
back.
want. Yeah, I'm stepping back. I don't want to be
This game
involved.
is more
you
important than your stupid.
This one.
You don't have a choice.
No, they don't want to be involved.
Doesn't matter. He's attacking you.
What? Why?
You're still in the party.
You're still a party. Does 11 hit?
No.
It's us against them.
Vissa. Does a 13 hit?
No.
Dissanon. I'm assuming a 12 misses.
David.
12? No. LaRae, because you're still in front of Inorlas. You're gonna get another attack at you.
I think it's funny that everyone's.
And that's a miss.
And I have like the highest health and resistance out of it.
I kept waving my hand like, you haven't attacked me.
Varus, you're up.
Wait, I have not done anything once except by fire.
I'm just gonna disengage. I'm gonna back up because I don't want to be involved with this.
This one
But
thinks
you're gonna
him
give
after
them
the
an
soldiers.
opportunity attack, right?
He disengaged.
I actually.
This one thinks him after the soldiers.
I'm okay with that because you're siding with the enemy right now.
I'm not siding with the enemy.
No, it's fine.
They're
True.
attacking to destroy
Did you
the
just
egg.
shove like 5 Pringles in your mouth?
Right, it's fine.
He's
Right.
one of those monsters that stacks
Okay.
Pringles when they eat them.
Remember what I said at the end of last
Instead of
semester?
savoring
Just
them one by one.
whatever we
Eat them
do,
one
we
by
do.
one.
Did you do that with the freaking
That's
sour
exactly,
cream
you
and
eat them
onion
one by one
ones?
or
Or you make
No.
the duck bill.
Monster.
No,
You
no, you eat them one by one or you don't
The
eat
only
them
thing
at
that
all.
ever
That's
eats
how
Well, I
you
don't
Pringle.
eat them together as a duck bill. I just go like
My
this
turn?
and then I eat them one by one.
No, it is Varus. You're just backing up. You're disengaging and backing up.
Just like a few feet. Like
How do you eat Oreos?
Okay.
You
Yeah,
pull
it is
them
your turn.
apart?
This one's angry.
Twist.
This one's swinging at one of the ones.
Okay, that's correct.
Actually, should I swing at the injured one? Kill him.
I was gonna like. There are people that
This
just
one's
take
gonna
the
swing
Oreo
at the
and bite
injured
into
one.
it.
No.
That's wrong.
No.
11.
Can
11.
you
Turn
stop?
into Oreos.
Just misses.
Please.
This one's
Okay.
sad.
What about an ice cream cone? Do you bite it with your teeth or do you lick it?
That's it.
No, I lick
That's it?
it.
Dissanon.
Why? Do you bite it?
No. My teeth hurt just thinking about him. My dad just bites into those suckers. I'm like, how do you do it?
Like
With
a
a
God.
joystick?
Like what?
Like a really angry sounding like verse of music to make them fuck off. Like
That sounds
intimidation
like
style.
something I would do.
You could try.
Angry music.
Metallica.
I
Raging
was gonna say death
Metallica.
metal.
17.
Really angry music.
They're not intimidated. They seem quite fanatical in their actions.
This one is surprised that they actually.
Shine.
back.
Yes.
You can get a shield. Huh?
It's your turn.
Oh.
Do any of them have shields?
Alright.
I do.
Mike, do any of them have shields?
No.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm gonna
I'm not hitting them at all.
stab with. Wait, hang on. How close are they to me?
Close
They're super close. Okay, I'm going to take a swing with my sword. 15 plus whatever hits. Well, hang on. What is my strength? Okay, 17.
11 misses 12.
17.
17? Hits.
Okay. And then the
This is
damage
the one
is,
that's injured, right?
oh yeah, is damage is a D8.
For which?
The two-handed longsword.
D10.
D10. Okay. I'm sorry, that's what I meant. Alright, 9 plus 2 strength is 11.
Just
It is-
misses.
He's dead.
Oh wait, that's damage. I thought that was.
Nope.
To,
No, please, I've had enough crappy rolls this evening.
so there's 7 of them left.
There are 7 of them left, yes. LaRae.
Okay. How many are in front of me that are? How many people are in front of me who are friendly?
Your
Or
party.
is it just soldiers in front of me?
Well, the soldiers don't seem to be too friendly right now.
Well, no, I know. Is there anybody in our party that is currently in front of me?
Not really.
Then I'm going to do Thunder Wave.
Okay. Thunder
Oh,
Wave.
actually, wait. I'm going to do a healing word on myself first.
Can't do 2 leveled spells in a turn.
Yeah, you can't do 2
Alright,
leveled spells in a
Alright, then
turn.
I'm just going Thunder Wave, and I'm going to just be like, stop being assholes.
Okay.
That's all.
Constitution saves.
What is the DC I'm looking for?
Oh, it's a DC?
Well, what is the
What's your spell save?
what's your
DC?
spell save DC?
Spell save DC is 14.
Okay. Not that it seems like it's going to matter. All right, and damage?
All right, damage. So that's 2d8 for
2d8,
Thunderwave?
yep.
Am I reading that right? That
You
sounds
are
like
reading
a lot.
that right.
What did she cast?
Thunderwave.
Underway.
Ooh.
Okay.
Thunderdome.
Here comes the
All right. So I got so
little
is
bit
it
of
just
lightning.
2 straight d8? Yeah. So 10 points of thunder damage, and they're pushed 10 feet away from us.
All right, so your concussive blast knocks 6 of them into trees, and they're dead. The other one took the blast head on, but was able to keep standing, but he's bleeding from his ears.
This one thinks you really should have listened.
And then I just say stand down. And and then I could give someone bardic inspiration.
Cricket, 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 cricket.
That's true. You could give bardic inspiration.
This one will take it.
I will take it. I will give it to this one.
This one appreciates it.
All right, I'm done.
Dun, 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 dun.
Done.
He screams bloody murder and swings at you and misses. Thornton,
Thornton swing.
swing.
Swing better than that.
Thornton miss.
Thornton misses. Ryu,
That's a 20.
That's a hit.
that's it.
Okay.
Stop being Mike. Another 29 hit.
6.
Knocked out. Okay.
You know we can't let them get away, right? Our credibility would be all the fuck downhill.
No, really.
25 XP each.
This one has an idea. This one's gonna tie some rope around his feet and hang him from a tree. Oh, razor.
That's interesting.
How much XP?
25.
25.
They were kind of worthless.
And Bone, what's the time?
9:54.
Alright.
You guys looting the bodies?
Yes. We are always looting the body.
There are 8 scimitars.
Can I have 2?
This one's still hanging on to the red rock.
Cool. I feel like it's safer in your hands.
This one agrees.
So I have a question. So Thunderwave is always lethal damage?
Not entirely. Depends on an
Okay.
environment.
What's that?
Depends on an environment.
It depends on the environment, and you didn't declare that you were trying to do it non-lethally, so.
Oh, I mean, at the beginning I did say I didn't want to kill anyone. I mean,
Oh.
I won't go back on that if you don't want me to.
You know what?
but-
I didn't hear you say that, so
Oh, okay.
we'll keep it as is. You still had one. Do you want to just assume that you're going to be non-lethally damaging from this point on? Would that be
Yeah,
easier?
I didn't really want to kill anybody.
Okay.
I just,
Gotcha.
I think she said that like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, like last week.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will remember that for next time. I have 2 party members that will be passively fighting. Not passively fighting, but
We can't let this one talk.
This one proposes we tie his hands up, tie his feet up, hang him from the tree. If his blood wants to do the thinking, then it'll. Then if he wants to let his blood go to his head, let's let him do it.
I won't kill him though.
Dude.
I know it's against my alignment.
No, that's not. Right, you ever put yourself upside down?
No, I understand the premise behind it.
Also, how the hell is he gonna get down if we tie his hands and his feet together and hang him up from a tree?
One of the soldiers can see it from the walls, checking to see if we got through.
Dude, we are an hour away.
Alright.
Let's tie it up better than the
How
tinsel.
almost? I just put it up
let's tie
tonight,
him up better
and
than the
it's just
tinsel.
not working. With
Goddamn
the,
poltergeist!
I know it's not working with the tape. I need to get some packs.
Oh,
I got
crap.
tax.
Where's Bill
I got
Murray
tax.
when you
Or
need
even command hooks would probably
Where's
work.
Bill Murray when you
I
need
had other hooks. Yeah, I just need hooks. It's
And then you could just keep them up all the time, and all you would have to do is hang stuff. You wouldn't have to tell
I think we should take a long rest here.
Actually, no, I think we should kill him just to be safe.
I have no objection.
I feel like I'm already walking away from the situation. Like
This
I
one-
feel like
this one has a question.
I feel like I lost control, so I'm just walking away from
What
the
should we do with the
situation
cowboy?
and trying to like
The cowboy
regroup.
doesn't seem to want to aid.
Take him out.
I abstain from that vote.
This one does not appreciate the traitorous actions.
As you guys are searching the bodies, you notice that underneath the fragments of armor, there's a armband.
Oh god.
Does this one know what the armband means?
No.
Does
Do
anyone
I?
here know what the armband means?
What?
The symbol is of a sun
No.
with
No,
rain
no.
falling
no,
below it.
No.
Is
no.
anyone-
Hell
Is
no!
anyone in the party familiar with this symbol?
No.
Not us.
No, we're not actually.
No, none of us are.
Is this
I'm
the
a
symbol of
noble. I might
Hang on.
know things.
Is this the symbol of the Royal Guard?
No, it is not.
I don't
I'm
think these guys
a
are members
noble. I
of the
might have
Royal
heard
Guard.
things before adventuring.
Does anybody want to make a religion check?
Yep.
To see if they can recognize what the symbol is?
I'll make a religion check.
I'm proficient in religion. What do I have to roll?
Well, we'll see.
D20.
Nope. I got a 6.
What did I get?
7.
18.
He got it.
Nice.
18?
18.
It is the symbol of the god of deceit and violence, Abyssos.
Kill him.
Question. Abyssos' beliefs conflict with that of the Mother God, right?
I believe so. Because the
Pretty
mother,
much, yeah.
The mother god
I'm gonna
believes.
punch his head in. Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh, so these
17.
guys are bad guys?
Yep.
That's a 17 to punch his
Yeah.
head in.
Oh, yeah, you hit. He's dead.
Good. I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the
because-
armbands though.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many are there?
I'll take one.
Well, I'm gonna give one to each of the
Yeah.
party members,
One to each
This
of
one
them?
does not want.
except for the cowardly fighter.
For a minute, I thought you were pointing at me. This one does not
The-
want
the-
one of those
The elven cowboy.
The
things.
Inorlas does not want one of them.
My coach is intrigued with this kind of faction.
God.
Yes.
So basically, if the mother god believes that, or I'm sorry, if the Torifirinians believe that they have been charged with keeping of the world and all the creatures that reside in it, that means keeping them
Keeping him safe, pretty much.
safe, right? Like protected and all that. So
That's
this
correct.
is like chaos and deceit and
And that's why I
Grossness.
punched his head in.
Yes.
right.
And that's why I punched his head in.
Classic.
No, I totally agree.
For
Stop.
by your belief systems,
They're the
Right.
exact opposite.
what these people were just about to do went against
The core.
the core
That's
of
what I
everything that you believe.
Figured. That's what I figured. Okay.
That's why.
Well, that's why she keeps agreeing with him. I mean, I don't know. She doesn't know him, but they're both on a similar,
Similar thought process.
yeah, totally.
This one believes we should leave the bodies out for the night.
So you got a 20-pound egg-shaped object.
This one is holding on to it.
You just killed a bunch of soldiers.
This one thinks we shouldn't trust their words and we should go to the docks.
We are at the docks.
Oh, are we at the docks?
Are we at the docks?
I don't
You're
think
not
we're
at the docks.
Oh, we're not.
We went into a clearing in the forest.
We should definitely go to the docks. But we should
Somebody-
rest.
Have we figured out what the heck we're holding yet?
No,
Because we
not even
expected,
slightly.
Or...
Not even a little bit.
My character might.
My
Not gonna
wizard
say
could
anything.
figure it out if he leveled up.
I guess he was too stubborn to level.
He's 25 experience,
This one
28
would like to
level.
hunt squirrels for experience. What are we doing?
You're
To the
hearing rustling in the forest.
We should go away from the
This one
rustling.
thinks we should.
We should.
Let's
But
see.
It
we
could
should
be
speak to
actual
the.
soldiers.
It
Can
is
anyone
between.
see-
It is between you and the direction of the docks.
Can anyone sneak?
Nope.
Inorlas will attempt to conceal himself, probably really badly. That's not that bad. 18.
I could sneak.
I'm gonna hide myself.
Natural 20. I can sneak.
I'm just gonna hide myself and wait for them to come. I think David fell asleep.
That's a 14.
I think he's asleep.
I'd be sneaky.
I got an 18.
18
I heard dice.
Or stealthing?
Yeah.
or attempting to.
Okay.
Don't shoot. Let them pass.
You shall not pass.
I got a non-natural 20.
Okay.
David,
David,
we're sneaking.
do things.
We're hiding. There's stuff coming.
You guys have enough of you that got pretty high rolls. So, you see through the brush two much larger
Those are
reptile people.
Just what you need.
They seem to be dressed in hide armor. Each of them is carrying a great axe.
Yep, we're not
This one
fucking
does
with
not
them.
want to fight them.
Nope.
Can we
I
talk
got
to
2
them?
spell points.
This one thinks you should sit down and shut up.
Kaete. One who doesn't have a name.
They saying anything?
Are they saying anything?
Yeah.
No, they're not saying anything to each other.
So they just kind of walk into the clearing.
They haven't gotten to the clearing yet.
We should not be in the clearing when they get there. We should
This
let
one,
them
this
discover
one
it.
thinks they'll talk about it and explain the options.
Yeah, but I think we should be at like the outskirts of it so that they
Are we
don't
not?
see us. Are we?
That's what I assumed.
Yeah, we're hiding in the outskirts of the clearing.
Yeah, let them discover it. Let them figure it out.
Let's see their reaction. Yeah.
Are you sure you're gonna leave the egg?
No, I'm still hanging on to the
No,
egg.
no, he's got the egg.
I'm holding on to, or I'm hanging on to the rock. I'm gonna see how they react to it not being there. So,
All right, so you see them enter the clearing.
there's a lot of dead people.
There's a lot of dead people.
Only 80.
One of them crouches down, dips its clawed fingers in the blood, and sniffs it.
That's not good.
It then nods to the other one, and then stands, and they continue off out of the clearing and into the woods.
This one's concerned. This one would like to. They're going like opposite where we would be going now, right?
They're
They're
leaving
going southeast.
now. They're going southeast.
Okay, let's keep going northwest to the docks.
Now southeast is where the entrance to the fort is.
This one thinks we should follow them.
How stealthy are we as a group?
Well, you weren't able. They weren't able to detect your presence. So
This one thinks we should follow them.
If we kill them, they won't be able to alert the
This
hole
one,
that we just created.
This-
But they don't.
this one thinks we have a responsibility to protect those in the fort.
Fuckity. So would I.
This one shall follow them.
And we shall follow them.
you're gonna follow them.
After we wake up David.
We're following them.
So, is it that Okay, so we have an egg thing, and does it belong to the lizard people, or we have
Probably.
no idea at this point?
They're fire-breathing lizard people, and this is a scaly little ball. It's probably theirs.
It's
We're not
probably theirs.
We're not going to give it to them yet.
We want to find out what the actual.
What exactly this is first.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
We probably
I don't
should
think we should bring it back to the fort, though, because there might be some more of those nasty boys in there.
They don't know that we have it, so I'm hiding it.
Okay.
We're not going to discuss it around other people yet, till we know who we can trust.
I agree.
We just have to silence someone first.
We just have to what?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Continue following them. See where they go.
We continue following them and seeing where they go.
While trying to not leave a big-ass trail.
While trying to figure out what Q is doing.
I have no idea.
Aha.
You require my assistance.
Just a flesh wound.
I just need to stand up to be completely honest.
That's fine. So we're going to keep following them. Where do they head to?
All right. They are beelining to the fort. You're able to see the stonework through the trees.
This one thinks they know. This one would like to follow them a little bit farther.
They find the canal, for lack of a better way of explaining it, and see that it runs right up to the wall.
Cast Shield of Faith on self and charge.
Wait, no, this one has. This one thinks one will go individually to check it first. This one thinks that's the time to strike.
Okay. I'll wait on Shield of Faith then.
Okay. So
Once one of them goes in, we're charging her.
So one looks like it's standing guard. The other one jumps into the water.
Give it about like 15 seconds and then charge the guard.
No, not 15 seconds, 6 seconds. One round to swim in, check around. One round.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
All right.
Shield of Faith. Charge.
Inorlas, you're up first.
Is going to get angry and Inorlas is going to swing. Inorlas is going to get a 17 to swing.
17 hits.
Inorlas is going to do 8 damage.
8 damage.
Are we not talking to him? Or trying to?
No, we're not.
They're going to discover how we got out of the
They're
fort.
the lizard people are breaking into the fort right now. Not the time to talk.
Wait, do we want to talk to one of them?
No.
No.
Okay.
I'm lawful good, or neutral good. I want to kill him.
This one isn't confident in their abilities to fight both of them at once.
Sleepy?
Your turn. We're fighting big lizard.
Make a wisdom check.
I like how he wakes up and immediately goes
Fails.
to that. Like, wisdom saving throw.
12 damage.
How much? 12?
Psychic damage.
Anything else?
This can all be yours.
Actually, yes. Bonus action. Do you have Mark Inspiration already?
No.
Mark Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration to Inorlas.
Inorlas appreciates it. Oh wait, you used Discern Whispers?
Shine.
Oh, hang on. It now has to run away from him.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Like immediately. It uses its reaction to run.
Got it. It's running.
I'm going to take an opportunity attack at it.
Opportunity attack.
20.
Hits.
6 damage.
Swing.
Opportunity attack. Anybody who... I'm assuming...
20 not natural.
20 hits. I'm assuming you guys snuck up on him, so...
Yeah.
7 damage.
7 damage.
Ooh, okay. Crit.
Crit.
Miss.
No.
That's a lot of dice.
I just think it's a bit too many dice.
That's not. I think it's not
You
enough.
can never
dice.
have enough dice.
Somebody had
10.
a spell.
10.
Yeah.
Remember that one? Oh no, that was me.
He's now bleeding.
Remember when I did like...
LaRae, did you want an opportunity attack?
Oh,
Hang on.
Shit.
He's now bleeding.
Oh.
Ian, I have a
Oh,
question.
an opportunity attack?
What is
Yeah.
shit talking?
I'll do an opportunity
That's a
attack,
bard
but
thing.
non-lethal.
That's
Got
a
it.
hard class thing.
Alright,
We should talk to
It's just a-
It's just a regular melee attack.
They're not going
okay,
to talk.
so,
We've gotten through this before.
No,
I'm just
what-
gonna
what-
try
what
to
about the
hit him
rock?
with my the
Where's your
blunt
dice
end of
bag?
my rapier,
So they might know
Okay.
something about
and
the
I
rock.
got a non-natural 20.
Okay,
We'll
yeah,
try to
hits.
knock out. We'll knock out the second one.
Okay, and
You pass me
that
the dice
is
bag.
We'll try to knock out the second one. See if they can
11
influence.
points.
No.
Please.
Okay, since you said please.
We're all a bunch of happy people.
Yay, happy, happy, joy, joy.
We are.
This is the farthest thing from happiness I may have ever heard.
How much damage?
11.
11? Okay. Alright, he's bleeding badly. Who else did I miss on opportunity attack? Dissanon?
Nice.
That was a big
Oh no,
I
that,
couldn't.
you couldn't. Visa.
You didn't do anything with me.
Okay, that means you get a free swing at him if you want to try to smack him.
Yeah.
Smack him! Smack
Can
him!
I smack him with Sacred Flame, or I
No,
have
you
to
can
hit
smack.
him?
You can smack him with a thing.
Yeah.
Just use your thing to smack him. It's worth it.
Oh, like a
Weapon.
weapon?
Yeah.
My weapons suck.
It's okay. Swing.
I'm gonna swing my mace at it.
See, that's not a bad weapon.
Yeah, this is
Can I
not
have
stick.
a D6? I'm not gonna catch it.
As long as the couch doesn't eat it.
The couch eats
Oh, no.
everything.
Don't forget, you gotta roll the hit first.
Couch eats everything.
Oh,
Don't leave anything on the couch.
plus my strength, right?
Plus proficiency if you're proficient with it. What class are you?
Cleric.
Add it.
I
have no idea if Cleric is proficient with mace.
Yes, they are. They
They
are.
are?
Yeah.
You want one?
Okay.
Yeah, with
plus-
martial weapon. Is that a martial
Yep,
weapon?
yep.
Yeah.
Plus
Oh,
your
okay.
proficiency.
So what do I do?
You roll your strength.
Yeah.
Or you roll d20 plus your strength plus your proficiency, which is 2.
7, 8, 9.
9 total?
Yeah. Does a
Okay.
9 hit?
I don't think so.
9 does not
I
hit.
see it.
Fuck. I tried anyway.
Did you see that is though?
It's B.
Alright, so
Made it up.
Shine,
Yeah.
it is your turn now.
Smack it!
Am I missing something?
Smack it!
Alright, I'm gonna take a nice swing at it with my long sword.
So you're gonna run up to it and swing at it.
Yes.
No, it's so stupid.
Okay. I broke that. Thank you.
16
Now I know how to-
plus
That hits.
2 is 18 because it's strength for two-handed.
What?
I think it was
So
C9 somewhere.
Because
6 damage.
I have
6 damage?
the power to make it, and I would hope that you don't take it away because of what the
LaRae, it is your official turn.
Okay, so,
It's also gonna leave responsibility.
how far is he from me?
You can
I'll leave you your C9.
use your movement to get up to him.
Okay, actually, I think I'm just gonna do, like, the vicious mockery. So, DC for that is 14.
He fails.
What?
Okay, so,
No, this is a
2
genuine
points,
bomb dust.
and, he, the thingy disadvantage.
How much damage again?
2.
2? Alright. He's bleeding very, very badly.
You can bleed very, very more badly.
He spins.
Oh, can I give someone, Bardic Inspiration?
You can.
I'll take it.
Whoever said that.
That would go to Thornton.
It's a D4 or D6?
I think at this point D4.
As he spins and swings recklessly at
Oh no.
Shine.
I know what that means. He has advantage.
That is a 16 to hit.
But we also, I believe, have advantage on hitting him now.
Mm-hmm.
It hits.
Yes.
Just barely.
You take 9 slashing damage.
Oh, I'm down.
I will save you. I can't save you. I can spare the dying. I have no more spell points.
If you're almost dead, I can save you.
The other one pops up.
I'm down. I have 0 HP. If there's any time to spare the dying, it's
Oh, you're
now.
knocked out. You're not dying. Wait, if you're at exactly 0, you're not dying.
Yeah,
No, I'm
that's
like less than 0.
Oh, okay.
The other one swims up and pushes its head through the water.
Hi!
That's all it can do, and it's not near anybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
See a band of bloodthirsty savages hacking and spreading to pieces.
It does. It is also Thornton's turn.
Swing.
Swing.
At the injured one?
At the injured one.
You have advantage.
I have advantage. Ooh.
I just said that.
Do I roll the other another D4?
No,
the D20.
Worse. I miss. Maybe.
What'd you get?
10.
10 misses.
I missed.
You have Bardic
Jesus.
Inspiration.
He used it. Did you not?
14.
Oh,
14 hits.
okay.
Do damage.
Damage done. 8.
Dead.
Yay.
There's one left. Ryu.
Attacking the one in the water.
Let's try to
Go
knock
ahead.
this one out, see if he can tell us anything about the rock.
You might know how to get in.
I think he does know how to get in.
Pretty much.
I think he figured that out. I think he figured out how to get in. Something tells me.
21.
21 hits.
$11.
11.
Well, we needed to find out.
Lisa.
Find out what the.
Do you have any healing spells?
Me?
Yeah.
I can do spare the dying.
Oh, do you have any actual healing spells?
Not yet.
Okay. One person's dying, so you can spare them or you can go attack the guy.
How badly is he hurt?
No, we just hit him.
Oh, the one that popped out of the water, you mean?
Yeah, the other one's dead.
Oh.
And Shine is
Dying.
dying.
Is dying?
Dying,
Wow.
dying.
She's
I have
Oh, wait.
-4 health. So.
negative 4 health.
Oh, well then I'm gonna do spare the dying on her
Okay.
You're not dying.
for
For
Oh, no.
stabilizing.
stabilizing. No, I don't roll with that one.
Yes. Okay, we're back to Inorlas.
Inorlas is gonna crap at him.
And then after this, we're probably gonna need to take
Wow,
some
that's not even that.
type of a rest.
14?
Yeah.
Like we didn't even go into this at full health.
Definitely overpowered you.
That's it.
Definitely.
Dissanon.
There's a guy.
You should kill him.
He popped his head out the water.
Well, no, we need him to talk about the rock.
The rock.
If he doesn't answer, we kill him.
Toss
my
is,
character.
charisma save?
Yes.
Charisma save.
I will double check. I'm pretty
I
sure.
think
he
we'll
is.
have to kill him anyway, though.
No, we'll definitely kill him
16.
after he tells us.
Oh.
My
Nothing
bad, it's a
happens
wisdom
with
save.
that, right?
It's a wisdom save.
Oh, it's wisdom?
If that affects it at all.
Well, higher, actually.
Okay.
Nothing affects it then, right?
And then, Ian, you already have Bardic Inspiration?
Yes. I should have used that shit.
Give Bardic Inspiration to that one.
That one?
Yeah.
Ryu? Got it.
How long does Bardic Inspiration last? 1?
Shine.
longer than
Yes.
It lasts 10 minutes.
Thank
that.
you.
Minutes.
It is your turn.
Long sword one more time. Wow.
What'd you get?
Nat 1.
Oh.
That's not good.
That's double negative.
I go to swim and I stab myself. Or swing and I stab myself.
So you go to swing, and it backs away suddenly, and you actually spin in such a way. Wait, actually, no.
That I
you
stab
can't do-
myself?
I'm so, you know what? I'm sorry. You can't even swing. You're stabilized.
Oh, yeah, you're unconscious.
That's right.
Oh, I forgot I wasn't conscious, so I don't even
No,
know.
she's in her sleep. She's
You're
killing him in her
just
sleep.
swinging at things.
Yes, I am. In my
And
sleep.
that makes perfect sense, actually.
Sleepwalker.
She's a true
Everyone
party
forgot
member.
that she.
I went
In
like,
fact- in
I
fact,
went like, in my
In fact, in your unconscious dream, you have swung so badly, or you've missed so badly that you've spun around, and you feel the great axe cut through your back
Oh my
and start
gosh.
splitting you up
Oh,
the middle.
No. I'm like picturing that in real life, and I just can't.
Someone tell, I think
LaRae, you're up. Of course, nothing bad actually happens to you.
Is this guy still in the water?
He is still in the water. Yes, he hasn't left the water yet.
We're not letting him leave the water.
Nope.
Okay.
It's like fire retardant.
I guess I'm gonna try to hit him on the head with my rapier.
Okay.
By the way, how is everyone doing in this fight? Like we're
So far, Shine is down, but stabilized, and that's
okay.
that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Dreaming of death.
Okay.
Dreaming of death.
Alright, so I got 17 to hit.
17 to hit. That hits.
Alright, and 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
And then I'm gonna do healing word on myself.
Okay.
Alright, and then I'm done.
You're done. It roars at you, LaRae. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, 20.
Alright, you take
19.
19?
Yes.
You take 4 fire damage.
Ian, I wonder what would happen if you short the rock while you're staying on land.
What?
Thornton.
If you want,
Oh, I just did with the thing. Swing.
yeah, just
I think
Swing?
you should kill me.
swing probably.
That's why I'm not doing it.
I feel like
Do I still have
we should
advantage?
just show it to him until
No,
we
not this
talk
one.
to
This one's
him.
in water. This one's.
Do non-lethal.
11.
11 misses.
Yay.
Ryu,
Who's nearly dead?
you have Bardic
She's
Inspiration.
Yes.
Well, she's not dying anymore. She's spared.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter. This one is a 22.
22 hits.
Smack it.
Smacking it. 9.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Can you make whatever that is stop?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Visa,
Yes.
your turn.
I
I'm
thought you were
literally
gonna
blowing it
hit
that
me.
way.
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
Try to do non-lethal.
We're trying to knock this one out.
Oh, sorry.
It's a
What they
14.
said.
I think that passes.
So that fails.
Not, what did you use in yours?
Oh no, that doesn't fail. That succeeds.
All right. Inorlas,
Mm.
it is your turn again.
Smack
I'm
it.
gonna try to grab it again.
Grab it again.
11.
All right, you grappled him.
I grappled him. You have advantage on hitting him now.
Beat down.
Congratulations.
Beat down. Dissanon.
Beat it. It's grappled. You have advantage.
Do non-lethal damage.
Non-lethal. Yes.
Miss. Shine, you have
That's very
advantage.
non-lethal.
No, you don't. You're in your dream
No,
state.
that's right.
Being torn
forget
apart.
that I'm unconscious.
LaRae,
The,
you have advantage on the attack.
I have advantage? Okay.
Actually, wait. Does it? No, you don't. Never mind. My bad.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
You don't. I was wrong. I did misreading grapple for a long time.
So I got, let's see, 20 non-natural.
That hits.
So 8 points with the hilt of my sword again.
8 points with the hilt of the sword. Okay.
You can drive home, right?
Is that it?
Kidding.
No.
You don't have your purple?
Yeah, I think I've already given out my bardic inspiration. I don't think I can do it again. So yes, I'm done.
Okay. Inorlas.
Hmm.
It tries to get you with its great sword anyways by swinging at you recklessly.
Wow, it's a transmute. You can transmute the axe into a sword. It's amazing.
Well, great axe. That's what I meant.
I know.
It tries to perform the maneuver that it performs in Shanae's dream on you, and
It should have
is
disadvantage
unable
on
to
that.
do so. Your strength is overpowering it. Thornton, you're up.
Thornton's win. Ooh, better. 17.
17 hits.
For fuck's sake. 4 damage.
4 damage. Yay. It's bleeding.
I made it bleed.
Ryu.
You want a medal?
Yes.
11 damage.
11 damage.
I had a terrible
Get a
idea.
medal.
I had a terrible
Visa.
idea. I shouldn't do it.
What's your terrible idea?
Go down.
It's your turn.
I mean,
I was about to protect me.
No.
Secret flame.
it depends on how high their constitution is.
Not
Fails.
as high as mine.
Or mine.
5.
Yours.
18.
Same.
It's bleeding badly. You're grappling.
I'm gonna stop the grapple and I'm gonna start the stabbing.
Stop the grapple, start the stab.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Can't you just headbutt him as you hold him?
That's okay. 17, so where's the This is non-lethal, but that's 15 non-lethal damage.
You non-lethally knock him out.
Yay! Manacles.
You ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
129 XP.
Okay, that's a lot of XP.
Loot.
129.
There will
you
be
said?
loot.
129.
Loot.
There's no retards driving.
There are 2 great axes.
Don't care.
Me neither.
What
Is
does
that
that
a
count as?
martial
A
weapon?
martial weapon?
Yes.
It is a martial weapon.
Two-handed
Can I have one?
Can I have one?
Sure.
I want a great axe.
It's two-handed and there's a stipulation for it. I need to check what it is.
I now have 499
It's-
experience points.
Did they both use a breath weapon?
Yes. Are either of you a
A great
small?
axe.
Are either of you a small creature?
Well, one of them is dead.
Okay.
The other one did. The one that breathed
It
fire
just
on
says
you
heavy
was knocked out.
two-handed.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're a small creature, you can't use it. Are you a gnome?
Me?
No. If nobody's a gnome or a halfling, you can use it just fine.
Can I
Can
kind
we-
of move the dead one away and just kind of like
Can we move the dead one
set him
away?
up in a little like
We need a long
peaceful
rest.
way so the other guy doesn't have to look at him?
Well, I mean, he's going to be out for an hour, so
Okay.
you can do what you want with the other body.
Why don't we drag him underneath the water?
Again, unconscious people in the water is not a good combination.
Yeah, no. That was the whole point of why we didn't
We
do
throw
that
him over the
before.
damn fence.
I don't want to really bring these guys back in the
We should-
fort.
we should-
Oh, by the way,
Body-
the wall is 30 feet high, so you really can't throw him over the fence.
You're really strong, aren't you?
That's
He'll land in
Guys.
water.
We should move the dead body away from the water.
Let's move it
We should retreat into the woods, tie him the fuck up, and take a long rest.
You don't untie the mouth until we're ready.
Yes.
DM's over there rolling dice. Do whatever they are.
It's because we're taking a long rest and he's rolling to see if we get an encounter.
Luckily for you guys, you're able to take a long
Yay!
rest. Yay!
It's the only one we get. Joy.
Level up.
So true. Come on.
No, you're not wrong.
No.
All right, all right. So you get to take a long rest. You guys get to. I believe everybody's leveled up at this point.
Even my
I don't know
I'm
what's
not.
leveling
I
up.
just got the experience that I could level up, but I'll be quick.
And of course, your surrogates are getting half of the XP that have been giving out, except for, well, from today.
Yeah.
This is yours. Thank you for letting me use
No
it.
problem.
We will call it for the night. It is 10:30, and we will continue next week.
Yes.
Very good, guys. Very good.
Thanks, Meg.
Hey, no problem.
Is there a trash over there? Or a wastebasket or something?
Allison, thank you for coming.
Right there.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
sorry
you.
that the video feed popped out on you.
Also,
I
hey,
remember
remember what I said at the end of last adventure? Let him do whatever he's gonna do. We're gonna react as if everybody else did it.
At this point, but at least
Yeah,
I
tell
got to
Steve
play.
All right, but at least now we have options
Oh,
for
yeah,
when
totally.
for when things like this happen. I like the way this is set
That's
up.
honestly what we should do from now
Yeah,
on.
My dad's driving.
Let him
Oh, okay, okay.
whatever he wants to do.
better. But I mean,
Regardless
this
Because
is
of the snow and the
Yeah.
cold.
What will happen is because of
Thanks
that.
for worrying about it.
He's had to
Thank
learn
you.
somehow.
Thank you.
Bye,
There will be
Bye,
laughing, there
guys.
will be crying.
Have a great weekend.